Hi and hello, everyone.
I didn't know if you're going to make it in time. So, how does Well, we have a guest, RJ.
Hello.
Listen, you're fast on that. He's fast on Twitter. He got a hold of Voltaire quick. I'm serious. I would like Voltaire to handle the guest list. Contact Voltaire. I do set up the streams and the thumbnails and do some of the behind the scenes stuff. So, are you cool with that, Voltaire?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, contact Voltaire, Octol on Twitter at.
That's it.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go. That's his Twitter if you want to be a guest on the mic drop. We do have some voicemails. Here is also the line. We may have. I do have some topics prepared. RJ might have some topic he want to talk about too. And RJ, you could put your channel in the private or wherever private chat, and then I'll put it there. Whatever channel you want to promote. The voice lines are open. Towards the end of the show, before we end, I was thinking also, Voltaire, because it goes to my phone, we could try a live viewer. I will mute myself, see who answers. I'll answer at the end of the show, and we can maybe take a live call at the end.
God, I'd love to do a call. I wish we could take proper calls. Wow, that would be great.
Is that's something you want? Okay.
Oh yeah, call-in show. That's easy. Yeah.
Oh, William. Yes, William. You're a busy man.
The old dinosaurs.
No. I would like to collab with you. We would me and Voltaire. I'd like to have you on the mic drop. And I think it's a good idea for channels that have a good viewership and good shows going that are consistent for us to collaborate this way. Leave a voicemail of a hot topic, promote your show. Go check out what's William's shows, RJ. It's the
Sci-Fi Center?
Yeah, the Sci-Fi Center. What's his
like Saturday Overnight or like the
Yeah, so promote your show at the beginning of the mic drop and then leave a question or topic for us. And if you decide to do a hotline number, I'll tell you how I did it, and I would do the same for you. I think that's a great way to cross-promote channels. The Sci-Fi Presents. So I'm going to contact Nicotina, the Four Nerds, as many people as I can to cross-promote. That way, because you can't always make time to be on other people's streams.
So right off the top, just to show we don't shy away from any topics here on this show, our guest, I found out today, had me blocked until just hours ago.
Nobody told me.
What do you mean no one told you? You blocked him.
I didn't. I don't remember.
We're supposed to tell you? I'm sorry, I ate a Pop-Tart. I should have.
Yeah, you should have told me. You should be like, hey, give me a heads up. Like, I don't remember that at all.
I was blocked. And now he's trying to say that he was hacked and a hacker blocked me.
No, I didn't say that. I said I just don't remember.
Okay.
Sometimes it happens, though. Twitter will automatically do
So
that.
we do actually have 9 viewers on YouTube and 15 on X. X, let us know. X, even if you don't make a comment, drop us a voicemail. There's the number. It's never going to change. You could put it in your contacts, put the mic drop voicemail and hotline number. RJ, be better. I don't know. He's had a few blocking sprees in his past.
That's not true. What are you talking about?
Jade uploaded 2 clips on her channel. Jade, if you'd like to be a guest on the mic drop in the future, we could do that too. Okay. So I kind of want to start with this topic.
Okay. I was going to give you an exclusive before we started, though.
All right. Give us an exclusive. It better not be who's playing crypto. Go ahead.
I have an exclusive.
It better not be Chris Pratt as Crypto's voice.
No. So starting tomorrow, everyone should be aware. Keep an eye on social media because they are about to start filming Superman in downtown Cleveland starting tomorrow morning. Paparazzi are going to be all over that. So starting tomorrow, you might be getting a lot of set photos, of the actual actors on set. So next week's going to be a busy week if you cover DC stuff.
And I still think it's possible he could show up at Comic-Con. I still think that was a non-answer. It's like, I'm going to be busy. He still doesn't say, no, I'm not going. He says, I'm going to be busy filming.
Well, I just want to let everyone know that if they cover DC, you're going to be bombarded next week because there's going to be a lot to talk about.
That's great. So, can I ask everyone a question here that thinks I'm so crazy on my James Gunn take? If James Gunn was going to make a surprise appearance at Comic-Con, how would he respond to people asking if he was going to be there?
How
would he say? Would he say, yeah, I'm going to be there? Or would he kind of do like an answer like, well, I am going to be busy filming if he was going to make a surprise appearance?
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
Is it I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying it's possible.
Well, again, like I told you, he doesn't have to physically be there to appear.
Right. That's also true. He can make a video from the set. And then he's
probably going to send in the video.
He would still be there in a way, right?
Yeah, I think if DC, if there's a Warner Brothers panel this year, which I think there will be,
if he has a surprise for Comic-Con, I think he would answer in this way. Everyone just likes to take. I actually appreciate that about James Gunn. He doesn't just give you an answer; he gives you the way he answers things is very interesting. Look at he's like a politician. He doesn't really give you a straight answer, and he kind of people just I think William. Listen, I really like James Gunn.
Hold on, though. He's been there. He's been there.
Yeah.
He goes there. He has a sponsored guest, so he would know.
Well, yeah. I think if there's any possibility that James Gunn does something for San Diego Comic-Con, he will. If he's really that busy that he can't do anything. But look how busy he's been, and then we get news drops from the trades, right? Let's just end this topic there. Voltaire, if there's a way that James Gunn could do something for San Diego Comic-Con, knowing him and how much he's on social media, how much he interacts with fans, do you think he will? If he could do something?
He left the crack open, right? He didn't say no. That's so
right.
You're not
he says he said he's busy. I think at the very least, like RJ is correct, that he will do a video of something from the set.
Be a video.
But I think he's that much of the people that he would make an appearance and fly right back to set. That's how I think he would do it. I would not put that past him. I would not. And listen, I don't have a source. I'm not like the others. I'm not like the other personalities on you. I don't have many. Well, I do have one source for the Star Wars theory, actually, topic. But that's just my pure speculation, following the man on social media, being a fan of his, and reading into what he's saying. I think there is a track record of them of not answer. He didn't say, no, I'm not going to be there. He said, I'm going to be busy filming, you know. So I think that does leave it a crack. Crack
Well, like
open.
said,
Not a wide open, but a crack.
Yeah. Well, like I said, though, starting tomorrow, get ready. So
I would not say Anthony Cheeseman, you're completely, what is your image now? Is that
That's Ric Flair. Woo!
Flair, yeah.
Okay, so my thumbnail would not be James Gunn lied. I was right again. That would be my thumbnail.
Yeah, it would be Max is right again, and the other part would be did James Gunn lie? Question mark.
No.
If he did a video,
that would be a good lie. That would be a good lie. It wasn't a lie. It was not a non-answer.
Yeah. But again, though, the story here is that starting tomorrow, keep an eye out because it's going to get crazy next week.
If you have any viewers in Cleveland, get out there with your cell phone camera.
Yeah, if you live in the downtown Cleveland area, get down there tomorrow morning.
First, I'm sorry you live in downtown Cleveland.
Bad take. If he did something, he would not just put it on YouTube. He'd want the spectacle of it being at Comic-Con.
Like, is it so crazy that he streams in and he's on set and he does like a little 5-minute thing, like, oh, hey, everybody. And then, maybe,
No, can you imagine the hype of a surprise visit figure? Be like, I just got off the set filming Superman. I'm busy running DC and I still came by to give you this. That would be a new era. He likes to be a crowd pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if anyone lives in downtown Cleveland,
Zeno, would you stop that? Oh, you're such an ass. God. Okay. What the hell, man? Like, do you want me to put you in a timeout, dude? Okay. Comic-Con is not the spectacle, you guys. I think that's a look. He can revitalize DC and Comic-Con at the same time.
It's his style of thing to do
because DC fandom's probably not coming back.
Hey Max, I have a question.
And that would benefit his relationship with the promoters of Comic-Con,
you
right?
Drive downtown Cleveland.
What's that?
Go drive to Cleveland.
I have to work. I honestly, it would be cool if I had the time and money, but I am also preparing for too many games.
Do we know anybody who lives near Cleveland?
This is a call out to our Cleveland or our Ohio viewers.
Oh, I should have said that. Whoops. No, I don't. Never mind. Figure drawing. I wouldn't bet $20. I'd bet $5. I'd bet $5. Like, I'm not going to waste, I think there's a chance. I mean, and then we'd have to say, with $5,
the only thing I want, honestly,
if there's anything,
people are gonna say I'm woke, but I just want to see Lois Lane. I want to see the other cast members because, like, we've already seen Superman. I want to see everybody else. So,
see, oh my God, you didn't trigger me. You're an ass. I'm gonna call your ass later. God. All right. So, the first topic I wanted to do. I have had multiple friends, and they are friends. Shout out to both Perp and Bruce that said the last time there was remember the articles were coming out about how that Kathy did an interview, Voltaire and RJ with her favorite trades, like puff pieces. And that and that I should have maybe consider rethinking my take on Kathy because she was asked about the volatile situation for women at Lucasfilm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is important context, but I think that does not change my hot take on her whatsoever. And I actually think that you are treating Kathy unfairly, Perp and Bruce, talking about mic drop moments, because it's so ridiculous that you cannot criticize this woman and treat her like a professional. You got to play softball for her, talking about how great her career as a producer whenever you give the slightest amount of criticism. She is a great producer. I've never downplayed her role as a producer. As a creative, just like I would treat any man, I treat people equally. I don't think they are. I don't think Perp is. When you think about people in charge of like a sports team, in charge of a whole universe, in charge of all these people that work under you, the president, it doesn't even matter if it's the reporter asking the question. It's how you handle it and knowing the environment that your property is in. So Kathy could have handled that a lot better in promoting. Now, they also may cherry pick only the sensational things, the reporter. That's also accurate. But she should do a better job of reading the room of her property and where it's at with a lot, because it's not a small portion of Star Wars fans. You know, it's not.
So you don't feel this is just the internet being the internet?
No, I still know that. No, I still know the reaction. Like, I say she could go a long way about how she responds to things and be proactive and say how she's really proud of the ACOLYTE instead of doubling down on this issue. There is an issue with how people are treated that work for Star Wars. There definitely is. But constantly talking about it is not, Voltaire, is it helping anyone really? Is it?
Listen, before the show came out and she made those comments, I don't understand. See, she's a very smart person. She's not, she's savvy. She knows what she's doing. Why, when a reporter asks you, well, what about these toxic fans? You know, again, all she has to answer is, we're producing some of the best content you'll ever see.
Take the high road.
Everybody to just have an open mind and love and give it a fair shot. And I think you're going to love what we've done for you. Instead of saying, "Oh, it's tough out there," and these people. Well,
you should know. And honestly, if we're going to be really 100%, 100%, people don't like when I say 100%. She knows what the reporters are going to ask her.
Mm-hmm.
She knows. She's got relationship. Most of the interviews she does are extremely produced, and with her established access media that she's worked with before, very controlled environments.
Oh yeah,
we're usually Vanity Fair, all that. Never say Hundy again. I do it just because it makes people uncomfortable. But I don't think it changes my take much on her. I think she should be aware of the environment her property is in, and she should do a better job with PR. Now, at the same point, all the bitch watchers that watch the ACOLYTE and Star Wars anyway, it's your fault that she could do what she wants still. It's your fault that she could still do these shows if you really dislike it that much, because I don't think you are hurting the viewership, and I think you want to watch it more if you don't like it. You know? So knowing Voltaire, that behind a paywall, this article was, I'm not paying for that. Yeah, it's the reporter asked this question. It's still her job to handle it and know what kind of questions are going to be answered and know how it's going to impact, how her responses are going to impact her property. So yeah, I still say her PR stinks. Besides movies not getting done,
right? Yeah. Even though Marvel's had like a downward spiral, right? Some people would argue it's been like on a downward spiral for the last like year, especially last year was really bad for Marvel, right? You never saw Kathleen Kennedy. You never saw Kevin Feige go out with the press and even talk about toxic fans.
No, I mean, but they steer it positive, right? Yeah. Most of the time,
steer the conversation looking at the future instead of talking about
instead of things that are accurate that could seem like excuses to certain people. And I gave it hot, but I do want to say I value Perp and Bruce, but they also felt I should elaborate and do a correction on my topic. Remember, I gave a hot take before. I gave a hot stream, but
correction.
Well, not a correction. I should amend my take based
on. Don't let Bruce first.
No. Mainly Perp really wanted me to do an update on that. So the update is, yes, the reporter did ask the question, But I say that's within her job title, is to answer this and know how it's going to.
Well, again, this is what I've been talking about, though. I don't feel like Lucasfilm has a very good PR team because if you look at what happened recently,
and honestly, they could keep doing what they're doing and still make money too. That's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a stockholder in Disney, and if Voltaire's like the boss of Kathy, I know that's in your dreams, Voltaire. But if you were the boss, would you, even if you're making money, would you want to see this type of environment for your IP, Voltaire?
So here's the thing. First of all, I give her full credit for being a super intelligent person who's been in the industry for many years. Every word she says, every way she answers a question, nothing surprises her. So I won't brush that off. Oh, the reporter asked her that question, so she answered it that way. She knows exactly what she's saying. So that being said, I give her credit for standing by her guns. This is what she wants.
And you can make money this way, but it does not create a great environment for your creatives or for your stockholders, because you could be making a lot more money if you got everyone on board like Marvel. Now, Marvel doesn't have everyone on board right now, but wait till
they're
course Wolverine. Though. Yeah, but they're keeping it positive, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even Iger helped with Marvel. He said not everyone needs their own show or movie. Iger helped with the Marvel situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Iger helping with Star Wars right now. Why isn't Iger making comments on that?
I don't think that. I think Kathleen Kennedy is untouchable. She's not going to quit until she's good and ready, and nobody will mess with her for whatever reason, contractually or what PR wise, whatever it is. She gets to do what she wants, and she knows it. So the question to answer though is this: is this just a vocal minority? And if so, who cares what they say? Right?
Well, they could still make money on it. That's the thing. It's still helping them. They're still, but it's not a good environment at all.
Here's the thing: people are always going to watch and engage with Star Wars, right?
The property, yeah.
But the thing is, though, is it diminishing returns at this point? And they're just kind of like speaking to a smaller audience over the years. Is the audience growing, or is it just stagnating and staying the same? Is Star Wars reaching new people? I would argue I don't think it is.
I do want to address this because I really appreciate the support on Isaac. And don't stop criticizing me, Isaac. Don't stop. But a lot of times people assume that you're hating for criticism. I have 100% proof that she is horrible at PR based on the last IGN interview, which should have been a softball interview. She couldn't even answer what's happening with the projects. She lied to us. She lied to her own audience, saying that all those projects are still being developed. People are just too busy to make Star Wars. That's a lie. I'm sorry. That's a lie that all those projects? Come on.
I agree. And Isaac, we're okay. Unlike those channels that just blatantly hate on her, I'd like to think that we have a more nuanced view that even if we don't agree with it, it's not that we hate her. We just don't agree with her choices necessarily.
Yeah, and she can definitely. I'm not oblivious to where she could still make money this way.
Well, I have a question for both of you. Do you feel that the ACOLYTE and the discourse surrounding it has damaged the Star Wars brand?
Well, I mean, yes.
So you believe this show,
even though it's a good show, it's a good show, there's people. It's going past the typical people that can't stand Star Wars. It's going way past that to a lot of people that just are not feeling it. But
So here's the thing: is this not just the ACOLYTE, but is this Disney? Okay, so Star Wars captured the hearts and minds of young people. Is the current round of Star Wars since Disney took over, has it been capturing the hearts and minds of young people to the extent that it was before?
If I'm in charge and I want it to make more money and more people be happy. That's all.
Well, that's how I would run.
Jade says it's too cringe for her. Okay.
Well, that's how I would run things too. Just not.
I think there's more money. I think you can make money this way, and if people are talking about it, that is a win. There's people that hate watch it.
Yeah. No, and then there's people like me who've been disappointed with what Disney has done, but I still watch everything they produce.
Cal is a good friend. I mean, Perp is a good friend. Cal, he's always welcome here. We don't want to criticize friends of the channel for sure. I appreciate you helping there. Okay, so should I add anything to that? I do think it is worth following up. There is more context to the articles, and that is a valid thing to bring up. So I appreciate Perp, advising me that I should do a follow-up. And I do think there is a follow-up. There's definitely the part that media plays in this. And honestly, does media really care about how Star Wars is or how much they get the most clicks? They care about the clicks. It's click access media. They want access to the companies. They want access to the clicks, right?
Yep.
So they care way more about that than making sure after the article that everyone feels good about Star Wars.
Yeah, I think my concern is that I feel like the brand has not grown in popularity or grown in status. I feel like it's very much been stagnated over the last few years. I felt like it was growing with The Mandalorian because I feel like that boosted the popularity, particularly among children and normies because of the Baby Yoda stuff.
Correct.
But since then, I'm not really for sure. I feel like it's kind of like, is Star Wars growing beyond what it already is?
No, well, it's definitely not.
Is it losing people, or is it just stagnating?
It's definitely not as good as it should be, and it's not worth. Why the reason you see so much negativity online? It's not worth defending. Like, it's good, it's fun to watch, it's interesting, it expands what's going on in Star Wars, but it's not as good as it should be to, like, where you'd want to die on a hill defending the show. Like, I don't.
RJ's point is, like, is it capturing hearts and minds like the original, like the IP is always done?
I'm not even talking about the ACOLYTE in general. I'm just talking about the brand.
No, I'm talking about Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
Is it doing it? I don't know. You're right. Baby Yoda, this is where you have to give Kathleen credit. She created a zeitgeist character. Yes. She created a water cooler character that soccer moms at work were talking about.
Well, Favreau did, or Filoni did.
Okay, but
that was under her watch.
Kennedy's the one who put those two together.
Yeah. See, Max, just like you, whoever the president is when the economy is good.
Yeah, I know.
She still gets that's under her watch, and so. But RJ's point is right.
To be honest, that was an event that surpassed what George Lucas done. Even though I love the prequels, the Baby Yoda stuff was an event.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike anything that we got since the original Star Wars. That was an event. Yes.
So my point is this, and end of season 2 of Mandalorian, they know, unless they're complete fools, they know what people want. They know how to get positive Star Wars. Either they can't or they won't.
Well, people want more Mando and people want more Luke Skywalker.
They ain't doing it. So why aren't they doing it is a question.
Well, we're getting a Mando and Grogu movie, and that'll probably be their biggest success out of anything coming out.
They probably are saving more Luke for a movie, maybe? You think?
Well, he might be in the Mando and Grogu movie, maybe.
Yeah.
Or that Dave Filoni crossover film is going to, like, close out the story.
Okay.
But why do you want to apologize to Kathy? I don't understand.
Because
maybe I said that wrong. Apologize to the viewers for not.
Brucifer browbeat him into.
No. Bruce is my good pal. He was suggesting for future content. They both were. So I made it a little bit harder for the mic drop, but they were saying it would make good content.
I thought you meant do you want to apologize to her for like your old videos or something?
No, that I might want to apologize. I went really hard. No, I did. I said she was fired before I had confirmation. As I said that on my own source, and I think
to be fair, most YouTubers at the time said she was fired.
I was the first one that did it, though. I was the first one that released the video, and I said I think she's going to go.
So you
before Mike Zero?
Yes.
Yeah, before
wow.
TikTok?
I was the first. I got monetized overnight. And I said, I'm going to subvert your expectations of what fired means in Hollywood. She's going to be given awards. She's going to be giving I thought she was going to move up Disney.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. And I thought they were going to hand it to JJ. I'm like, there's a reason JJ's coming back. And then JJ moved to DC. And remember at that time, Grace actually released the video too that she heard sources. No one wants to take it. And then JJ ended up with a big deal. I think they were trying to get JJ to take over.
Oh, it's Bad Robot and everything.
And then Bad Robot made it a deal with Warner Brothers in DC that never came to anything into fruition. But I do think there was more to JJ coming back because he wasn't originally going to come. He said, I'm not coming back. I think, he wanted to correct what Ryan did, but I think there was a lot more going there. And I did underestimate her as well because I looked at male creatives in the industry at DC and how they get replaced and all the time, So that's why I did that take. I wasn't like, that was still my take. I thought she was going to go, but I was wrong. I was right about the Rian Johnson. I also did that the next day. I did Rian Johnson's trilogy canceled. And then I also said, I'm going to subvert your expectations of what canceled means in Hollywood. Because I know about the history of Hollywood. It's just honestly.
They're never going to officially cancel it.
They're not. Why would they? Why would you want? They just don't go forward.
Well, it's the same that happened with the Patty Jenkins Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, you could be.
Or the
people don't
or the
understand.
Taika Waititi Star Wars.
There's different stages. You're hired to develop a treatment, and then you have to present it each time before filming.
I was going to bring something up, but I'm just going to wait till the question. I left a question because there wasn't any questions at the time, so I'll save it for later.
Okay.
My hot take is, I think that current day Lucasfilm is run pretty much as poorly as DC was back in like 2018, 2019.
No, and that's the other reason I said.
Which I know it's not a popular thing to say. But
I had reasons to suggest that Kathy was going to go because of what is happening at Warner Bros. And DC consistently. So when I made that video, I had something, but I just underestimated her.
Like, because if you look at the amount of movies that they announced that never came out, it's strikingly similar to Warner Brothers and DC back then.
Yeah, and honestly, other creatives that were in charge of whole universes kind of wanted to move on at that point, but she doesn't, which is also weird.
Well, it's a stable job. I mean, look,
no, but she could get a job somewhere else.
She doesn't need money. It's not about money for her. She wants to leave her mark on Hollywood.
She left a mark for sure. I don't know.
Well, didn't she already
has more money than she needs?
I mean, she was already a legendary producer before taking over Lucasfilm, though. Like, she was.
Yeah, but
this is more prestigious.
This is her, and this is her baby. This is her in charge.
I guess.
Bruce, I mentioned you, my pal Bruce. Go vote for him in the. I'm still trying to figure out how to fill it out. The comic book channel. Let me.
Shade's comment.
What's that? A skip.
Mark nonetheless, Jade.
According to our good pal Jade, Kathy Kennedy has left a mark on Star Wars forever. A skid mark. Nice
there you
go. Yes, but I revisited the topic because you said Bruce and Perp. I had conversations behind the scenes with both, and they said it would both of you, to your credit, because I don't always provide a lot of context. It would help if I gave more context to the article that, yes, after you get through the paywall, okay, I will definitely finish it tonight because I want to vote for you. That, what was I saying? You're
getting bullied by Perp and Bruce.
No, that it would make good content for a follow-up, and I do agree. There is always more context. It is the reporters asking, but it does not change my take whatsoever. She should know what type of questions she's going to be asked. She probably does know. I don't have the proof, but she probably does with the softball interviews she does. And how she handles hard questions is ridiculous. She couldn't even handle IGN last year. Me and Voltaire were reacting to it live. It was pathetic, right, Voltaire?
That one, she didn't seem prepped for it at all.
But to say, like, they're just too busy. Nothing is ever shelved.
Right.
They're just too busy to make Star Wars. Like, if you believe that, I got a lot of stuff to say. But honestly, even considering the context, Bruce and Perp, she has horrible PR.
if they really wanted to make those movies, they would make them.
Yes.
You know, because that Mando movie is moving pretty quick. Because that's when they're actually committed to making. You know, the rest, I don't know.
I think the Ray movie gets made.
Probably, although I have doubts about that.
I don't doubt her power.
I think it'll happen. I just think it's a massive mistake to make that movie.
I agree.
See, we should probably move on to the next topic.
Are we going to talk about the Amanda Stenberg rap diss video?
Nah, it's kind of like old news at this point. You really have that's the kind of thing you have to strike while the iron's hot if you missed a window. I mean, you can get Voltaire's thoughts.
Wait, hang on. Before we move on from that, do we have any voicemails related to this topic?
Let me check here. Let me bring up the handy dandy screen here. And at the end of the show, we will be taking a live call as an experiment. I will let you know when we're willing to take the live calls. Right now, we are going to bring up the voicemails here. Hold on.
These are my first impression on these voicemails. I'm just hoping someone addressed this topic this week since it was such a hot topic.
Yes. All right. Hold on. Let me bring this up here. Got to do this right. All right. I think we're ready to go. I have to do that to block the number.
Mm-hmm.
RJ, you could be speaking on this. You can react to the voicemails as well. I think we have a few here.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's check out this one.
Hey, I think I was doing that wrong. Anyway, I didn't want to leave a message for you, Max. I want to leave a message for Mama Bear.
Mama Bear. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Whoa, Cal. This isn't the Mama Bear hotline. Okay, hold on. Let's. I don't.
Do you really want to listen to it? I'm kind of scared.
Comic buddy, and Max. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just wanted to call for the hell of it. I actually just want to hear my own voice. Anyway, I hope y'all doing all right tonight. I'm gonna pitch you right now, but whatever.
Thank you, Cal.
You're welcome.
I don't know if Mama Bear wants a hotline just for her. That's we'll have you'll I don't know. We probably will be doing one for shout out to Mama Bear, right? And to Bruce, and not to me. All right, now I think this next one is a Twitter user. This is weird. All right, hold on. All right, I've never heard of this person.
Yes, hello. This is Graham Wellington, longtime viewer.
Oh, great.
First-time caller.
Wow.
I would like your commentary on a panelist that you platform named Brucifer.
Great guy.
Who calls YouTube content creators terms like bitch boy, excuse my language.
Oh, wow.
I expect a certain level of highbrow entertainment from this channel, and I was rather disappointed. Your thoughts?
Oh, my God. Graham Wellington calling out Brucifer.
Wow. I did not want this to be a complaint line. I will stand by Bruce. And I know, as being on YouTube this many years, there are a lot of bitch boys. I'm sorry.
Well, now what Graham Wellington is talking about, Graham Wellington, Brucifer posted on Twitter.
Figure Drawing says it's a Voltaire fan club. Wannabe. I think it is a Voltaire.
How dare you, Brucifer? That was Graham Wellington.
Graham Wellington.
That wasn't me.
Graham Wellington. I do have a Graham Wellington following me on Twitter.
There you go.
Yes. Voltaire eats beef Wellingtons for breakfast.
Oh, God, Brucifer. Graham Wellington.
I don't know. What are you, Crazy Joe? I would love some Crazy Joe hot mic drops. For sure. Okay, let's see. I think we have more. Okay, here's another.
Thank you, Graham Wellington.
Yes, thanks, Graham.
What up, Max? Sorry, it's your boy. It's Cal. Cal.
Thank you, Cal. My favorite voicemail.
Let's do some hardcore punk back here. I'm about to go outside so I can get a better thing. You know? Sorry, man. I gotta rock out. Shit, you know what I mean? Anyway, No, I want to tell you, man, I love Tape Hunters. I like Tape
Tape
Hunters a lot.
Hunters. Thank you.
It's a good
Thank
show.
you.
And like Brian was talking about it, it needs a little bit more production value on it to ramp it up. Make
Yeah.
it like a good show. I mean, it's already good, but yeah, the parent stuff where you talk to your parents and like this stuff. This stuff's cool, but it does kind of drag a little bit because you need some editing going on.
Yes, I do need editing.
I'm pretty sure Brian said he can help you.
I'm going to put Brian to work. Thank you.
So
Cal.
anyway, though, Max, yeah, I was going to say what's up, and yeah, how you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well, sir.
We're doing great.
I like watching your shit. I'm going to watch it. I want to make fun of you.
What?
And that's about it.
All right. Thank you, Cal. We have one more. You could call that number right now and leave a new voicemail, but we will be responding live to a live call at the end of the show after the next topic. Okay, so let me see here. I think we have one more. Oh, wow. We may have. Okay, I'm just going to play this. This is a surprise.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Yes, this is Kathleen Kenny from Luke. I mean, Sally Smith, random caller.
Wait a second.
What was that?
Sally Smith?
Sally Smith, come on.
No. I think she said something else before Sally.
Play that back. We got to hear that. What was that?
All right, I got to play investigating. Hold on.
Yes, this is Kathleen Kenny. I mean, Sally Smith, random caller. I just want to say that
Kathy.
the Acolyte is wonderful.
It is wonderful.
And anybody who doesn't like it is a bitch boy.
A bitch boy.
Oh, my God.
We have official audio of Sally Smith, quotation marks, calling the haters of the Acolyte bitch boys. That's an exclusive you only get on the mic drop.
My gosh.
Man, Kathy, you are really playing your hand here, showing you have a lot of time to follow what we have to do. We only have 61 viewers. We heard you. Watch what you say on a recorded line, Kathy Kennedy.
And Miss Kennedy, you're invited here. Carte blanche, whenever you want.
Yes.
Fire up a stream.
We are not going to do a softball interview like IGN or Vanity Fair. Wow. It was not Grace Randolph. Grace Randolph would do a better voicemail. Yeah.
I think that was Sally Smith. She said it was.
Sally Smith.
I don't know what you're implying, Brucifer. I don't know what's going on with you tonight, bud.
Get through a topic. I want to try a call. Okay. All right. So the next topic we have, which I actually do have a source on. My source on Star Wars Theory said.
What's going on with Star Wars Theory?
What?
I said, what's going on with Star Wars?
Well, Star Wars Theory has been making the Star Wars news lately, talking about potential lawsuits. Now, this is what do I say to cover myself legally, Voltaire? Allegedly, this is all from a third party. This is from someone else that I've heard that a lot of the big Star Wars YouTubers know about. Remember when Star Wars Theory released the fan film?
Yeah. Which one? The Vader one?
Yes.
Okay, so you're talking about the Vader fan film.
And remember when Lucasfilm claimed the video and there was big uproar?
Yeah, I do remember that, yes.
My source says, allegedly, I don't have proof of this. This comes from a third party, that Star Wars Theory knew that was going to get claimed. Honestly, when you upload a video, it goes through the YouTube checks too. And made a big spectacle because he knows about the fan film template which George created. When he sold Star Wars to Disney, he kept it where you could do fan films, but you can't make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
He knew it was going to get claimed, and he created a big spectacle to make money around the supplemental chaos. And he really exploited that situation for fun. So you can't make money on the fun, but you can say you can boot up live streams, know it's coming, and make it a big deal. So you make all those money as like a potential victim, like, oh boy, I can't make money, but you are Lucasfilm. And it wasn't even Lucasfilm. It was the people that owned the music that automatically do claims. I don't even know if it was a strike. It was just a claim. I have to revisit that. Was it a strike or was it a claim? I don't think they struck his channel. I think it was just
music. I don't remember the details.
I think it was just a claim. So with this, I do have a bias against him that I think he is willing to put Star Wars fans through this stuff just for spectacle and money and funds. And that is why I do not believe him on his recent threat of a potential lawsuit. I think this is all ridiculous. And we will.
Does he have grounds for a lawsuit, though?
Well, that's why we're going to watch his 5-minute video. And
I have a little something addressing that too, if you want to go through it.
Yeah, because so you're saying that he's only doing this for the money? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, lots of YouTubers are in it for the money, but he is not above putting the fandom through some BS just to grift. And I mean, some might say, good, he capitalized on the situation to make surrounding the chaos of him releasing the fan film. He also, if it only was, I got to research if it was a claim, right? If it was a strike, because if it's just a claim and he's not allowed to make money, is it really that? Is it really
he can't make money off a fan film anyway?
Yeah. So, but he was mad that Star Wars was making money off his fan film. That's what he was upset about. Let me see. Let me Google that. Star Wars Lucasfilm claims. This was a while back. Claims Star Wars theory fan film.
It's weird with fan films. I've seen some that use music and nobody cares. I don't know the rules though, so I can't speak to it.
So the thing that's big YouTubers do that drive me crazy is they act like a claim is hurting their channel. A claim is just you're not going to get money off. Like you do a reaction.
Hold on though. Hold on.
A strike and a claim are very different.
They are, but if you have a video that's like doing very well and it gets claimed by YouTube or by, let's say, a studio or whatever, and you try and dispute that claim, it could take a very long time to get that claim resolved, and you miss out on all the revenue that video would have made, especially if it's doing very well.
But he wasn't going to make any money on that.
Well, I'm just speaking in general, though. Like, claims can be serious for a YouTube channel. It can impact your financials. So...
All right. Well, I actually have a video on Star Wars Theory about removing the claim too. But come on, that was really manipulating your audience. YouTubers, in my opinion, YouTubers do this all this time. Yeah. If you're dealing with dealing with IP, we have an expert here. You should know if you start making content that involves IP, you're probably going to get claimed.
He knows. Who knows? Listen, the guy has bought himself a Lamborghini making YouTube videos about Star Wars. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Okay.
He did a video from his freaking, and I don't mind his contact. He did a video in his garage sitting in his bloody Lamborghini saying, oh, it's so tough lately. I'm thinking about taking a break. He's sitting in his damn Lamborghini.
Yes, he's a bad actor. That's why I called him a bad actor before.
Get out of here. He's done videos where he goes out to get donuts in his Lamborghini. I mean, get out of here. But Star Wars content is good, I have to say,
Okay. He's doing low-hanging fruit content lately.
Now
now he's grifting. Okay, so let's see on the potential lawsuit, get our overall thoughts on this against Wikipedia. And this is not Star Wars. This is not Lucasfilm. This is another fan funded and generated thing for Star Wars. This has nothing to do with Lucasfilm itself. Although because they are pro Star Wars, they probably get help from Lucasfilm itself on info. Let's be real there.
Well, Wikipedia is a pretty big website. I mean, this is basically
Yeah, I know they probably
all the
have sources at Lucasfilm because they.
Well, no, I was gonna say like this the Star Wars fandom is at war with itself. Like it's pretty.
Well, so is every fandom's at war right now. The only one that
really intense, Max. What's going on?
No, this is bad. Like not.
It's horror. Horror is the only is the nicest fandom. Even James Gunn mentioned that. And video games, Sony, Xbox, Nintendo. Yes, exactly. Damn you, Sally. Damn you, Sally.
Sally Smith is a devoted listener.
No, Kathy. I'm not falling for that. That was Kathy Kennedy finally calling in. Okay, so here is the video on the potential lawsuit.
These are the kind of videos I just really don't live for. I just don't.
This is why I love actor. This is why I called. Do you believe that? Do you believe that he doesn't? Do you believe?
Let's hear him out.
No, but come on. I get my opinion, but that is so much bad acting right at the start. I don't want to make these videos. I hate that. Is such a YouTuber cliche. I really don't want to make these.
Max, it sounds like a bit of projection on your part.
Oh,
buddy.
I've done that before.
That's what I'm saying.
I've done that before myself. Yes, but I actually mean it, and I don't think he means it because he's done this thing as a spectacle before, just like the fan film thing. He's flipping out because someone else claimed his fan film. He's not allowed to make money on it anyway. It's not a strike as far as I know. If it was a strike, then I would be on his side. They should not be striking down his channel for a fan film.
Fan film was excellent, by the way.
Yeah, it was great. Great job, Star Wars Theory. You're still a bad actor. And the actors in the ACOLYTE are much better than you. All right, here we go.
Like doing these kinds of videos. I think they're so ridiculous. But here we are. You guys remember during the live stream? I'm not going to drag it out. The live stream with the watch party. And you guys were spamming chat like crazy. Like, check Wikipedia. They just changed it. And I did. I reacted to it. I'm like, holy crap.
That's fair. That's fine.
In real time with like no reason whatsoever, just because the show says so and like changes everything like that. What was pre-established for they had what they had written for however many years. And then they just, boom, like that, change it on a show that really makes no sense and has no business putting Kiadi in there. So now, I guess because I'm making good arguments.
No, I 100% agree with his right to react to Wikipedia. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, he's great content. He's on top of it. He's got a huge fan base.
I need context. So this is about Wikipedia.
So when Keanu Mundi appeared in the ACOLYTE, that night, they went back and changed.
Well, you're missing a little bit. Sorry, Max. So you're missing a bit because in Phantom Menace, he was supposed to be 70 years old as of Phantom Menace, right? So he wouldn't be alive even during ACOLYTE. And Wikipedia had it that that was his year of birth, and he was 70 years old at the time of Phantom Menace. Then real time, they changed it. They changed his date of birth to match what the ACOLYTE said.
Right. Okay. So it seems like they're doing damage control.
Or they're following the new canon. Yeah. You can look at it both ways, but yeah.
Yeah. To smooth things over right after the episode airs when people have an issue with it. Like when he's bringing up, honestly, they probably were changing it because he was live streaming about how ridiculous it was. Honestly, let's be real. Let's be real.
Possible.
They also want views on Wikipedia.com. I get they might make ad revenue. I don't know how it works, or they might get donations, and they want it updated right away. And they were probably doing it because he was complaining about it. Right? Now, is it nefarious to say like Lucasfilm contacted Wikipedia, change it now? That's also possible. I doubt it, But
yeah, so this is because of he was reacting to the Wikipedia changing Kiadi Mundi's canon story.
Yeah, so they basically they changed it while he was live, and he checked
and then
it
he was
live.
laughing at it basically.
And then he was laughing at it, and also he is not responsible for his viewers going to say this is BS either. He's not responsible.
Well, is there evidence to say that they were?
Well, I think that's potentially where the lawsuit. He's threatening a lawsuit. Okay.
Yeah,
have a few psychos, a few assholes that are going around sending them death threats. And now their audience and they themselves are purporting that I am the one sending these threats. It is me, my
Where did they say that
responsibility.
specifically? I want to hear that.
In a tweet they did.
They said that specifically, that he is sending them.
Yeah.
Okay.
My fan base, my people. And I made a statement on X, on Twitter, that is erroneous, that is ridiculous. How many times do I have to make videos where I denounce this kind of behavior? I mean, if we're going to start...
Okay, well, here's what they actually said right here, right? It's telling that we didn't get any threats until immediately after he told his followers to fix Wikipedia. So they're not saying that he told his followers to go harass them. He said he's saying he told them to go fix Wikipedia.
And what does that mean?
But so they didn't... I would actually say that they didn't say anything wrong here, Voltaire, because all they said is that it's shocking that we didn't get any nasty stuff until he told his followers to fix Wikipedia. They're not saying he told his followers. Do you see in the wording? They're not saying he told his followers to attack them. He said he told his followers to fix the Wikipedia entry, which is how you use Wikipedia. You could suggest an edit, right?
I don't know if Wikipedia works like Wikipedia.
Well, with Wikipedia, I would assume like Wikipedia that if you can suggest a change if you think something's inaccurate. So there was also nothing wrong that Star Wars Theory did if he felt it was inaccurate and they changed it. Go fix it. But they're not saying that he sent them over to harass them. They just said, because shocking. As soon as they said that, then we got all kinds of stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Saying that you should go over there and try to edit it out is not the same as saying you should go over to their social pages and harass and send threats to everyone involved.
At this point, I don't think Star Wars Theory or Wikipedia has done anything wrong or anything liable. But Voltaire, your opinion, go ahead.
Let's finish this and then I'll show you guys something.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see more.
Measuring death threats, I think I take the freaking prize for that one. I think I take the amount of abuse that these people send me is insane. But that's the price you get when you are on YouTube. It's not favorable. I wish it wouldn't happen. I could go into stories and stories.
As a side note, do not send anything Star Wars Theory's way. Not that I have a big reach or anything.
Yeah, no one should be sending threats anyway. Yeah.
If you want to criticize him, feel free to do that. I think he's a drama queen and a bad actor, but he's also extremely successful. He makes a lot of money, and that's how you do things on YouTube. And he's done fan film, which I couldn't do. I couldn't accomplish what he accomplished. So I do have respect with him in certain ways. In other ways, I think he's willing to put the fandom through the shit just to profit on money. Like I think this is all just a big show. I don't think he's serious, or if he does, it's just going to be to grift some funds off the situation, like he did with his fan film release and getting claimed by music. The most common thing that a YouTuber should be aware of is you're going to get claimed with music.
Speaking of a channel about abuse that happens online, and I'm not the only one. It's everybody online. So look, I have denounced this kind of behavior so many times, but to go ahead and say that because there are a few psychos who disagree with a decision that you made, Wikipedia, and then to throw your decision to do something with your business, your channel, your website, and the angry fans that came from that decision, and to say that a few of those psychos and bad apples are because of me is really, really wrong. I have
They said that, I would agree with them, but I don't think they said that.
Well, what did they say, Max? Read it.
They said it's telling that we didn't get any threats until immediately after he told his followers to fix Wikipedia.
Well,
all they're saying is we didn't get the junk.
Like laying the blame in his audience, though.
They didn't specifically say that. They said it's telling.
So that's not how things work, though. It's like words matter, and yeah, you can say, "Well, we never really said it," but that's like,
he didn't say it. Look how people go after Trump, and not to make it political, but sometimes he doesn't say it. They didn't say it. They said it's telling that we didn't get any. Yeah,
it's about the implication, what they're trying to say without saying it directly. They kept it vague on purpose.
I don't think I personally. I'm not a lawyer or a professional, but I don't see anything liable here. I'm just saying they're basically just saying what a big coincidence. Gee shucks, what a big coincidence. We didn't get any toxic stuff until he told them to fix Wikipedia. But they didn't say. I think if they were to do something, here's what I would think, Voltaire. I think Wikipedia would be liable if they said he told them to go harass us. And they did not say that. They did not say that.
So let's talk about this. Okay, so the rest of the video is not really relevant. He tells them, don't say that. You making those kinds of things would make me have to take legal action against you. Don't ever say something like that again. That's what he said.
All right. Well,
Right.
I do want to
Now-
hear it, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Always told people to be extremely polite and extremely respectful, and I've never told anyone to send death threats to anybody because I get it the
But they
most.
did say that.
I really do. Yeah, I have the largest Star Wars channel in the world, and with that,
So here's another thing for all those anti-Star Wars. If he is saying that he gets threats, why do you question whether Star Wars actors do? Boom! That's a mic drop. If he is saying that he gets threats all the time, you all need to stop questioning about the talent at Lucasfilm if they get it. I'm sorry.
Does he question that?
Lots of people do.
No, I agree with you.
Lots of people say they use it as an excuse. And I would actually say there's reasons that Lucasfilm wouldn't be liable to actually show the name of the social media person handle on that.
Hold on, though.
I think there's lots of reasons why you wouldn't show the actual comments.
I think we're missing a tweet that's important to this context.
All right. Well, let's see if he puts anything else here.
Okay.
comes the most passionate fandom. With that comes a lot of anger, entitlement, jealousy, perhaps, whatever. And with that comes a lot of, you filter it down, just crazy people. I've gotten every single death threat in the book. I've had people call my parents.
See? So stop questioning
people
whether
send our threats
Lucasfilm
to
does.
Women I've dated. The list goes on.
Yeah,
And
there's
not
another
to make
tweet.
it about me, but
Okay, if you could
I'm
find it,
trying
RJ,
to
find it.
tell you that I know firsthand how. I remember the first time I got them, I was like, "What? This exists?" But now it's just like, "Oh yeah, cool. Get in line." I remember reading a Forbes article about Wikipedia. They do, if I'm not mistaken, it's online somewhere. You can find it. Back in 2015 or whatever it was, they do 120 million. It's online. 120 million page visits a month, which is insane. As websites pay like 10x YouTube, 120 million, and that was 2015. I mean, maybe I'm getting the numbers wrong, but it was something ridiculous.
right, he is really
Enough for
going
Forbes to make an article about it. No, an entire article for them. So of those 120 million people, you're gonna tell me that people that are pissed are all from my fan base? No, dude, you got like, what is that? 50 times, literally 50 times my entire subscriber base you get in views per month. Please do not make these claims. I run at this point a very serious company who handles a lot of different jobs and tasks, and I do not appreciate the slander that you're throwing towards my company. If you continue to lie and purport that my company is sending you death threats or reporting my followers to send you death threats, we'll take legal action against you. Do not like that defamation. You are quite a big presence. You're not a little shrimp fry on Twitter with a couple followers. If you continue, I will file a lawsuit against you. I'm telling you right now. That being said, no, I do not condone death threats. I've never sent fans against anybody to send death threats. People have free will. Just like they're sent towards me, they can be sent towards anybody. People are assholes. There's asshole people everywhere. I can't control that.
There
All I
are.
can do is say, be respectful. What do you think that means? Be respectful, but hey, send death threats. I'd appreciate it if you and anyone else trying to defame company would stop. You persist, we can take it from there. You know, you did something that people didn't like. I know firsthand when you do stuff like that, people will have a reaction. It's on the internet. So that's it. That's all I got to say about it. So I didn't want to make a statement.
Well, I think that's enough to say. What's our thoughts? Do you think he should have made the statement, Voltaire?
Well, I pull up the thing I just posted in the private chat. There's another tweet.
All right, sure. All right, hold on. Let me bring this up. Okay. Now, I don't think Wikipedia did anything wrong. I just think they said, "What a big coincidence! We didn't get garbage until he." They're basically saying his audience is garbage. They're alluding to that, but they're not saying he said fix.
I agree.
If you know, here's my thoughts, Voltaire. If you're saying that what they said, what they said with the we didn't get this until he said the fix, I would also question what fix means then if you're going to go that route, because there's connotations to him saying go fix. So I really want to keep these types of situations to what they actually said and not what's alluded to, in my opinion. I don't think they said he was responsible. They just said we didn't get garbage until he said to fix the Wikipedia page. And they're not saying he said them to send death threats.
Oh, this is his response. Yeah.
Okay, so here is Star Wars Theory on Twitter. Let me bring
Let's
this up.
scroll down real quick.
There.
Okay, it was deleted. Okay, I have to read this verbatim, so please excuse me. This is so for some reason I can see the tweet on mobile, but it's not showing up on desktop, so I'm just going to read it aloud. This is from someone named Ash Rendar.
I've heard of him before in Star Wars film, yeah.
It's a woman, but yes.
Okay. No, I've heard of that handle before, sorry.
Yes, this is from the Ash Rendar, who said, "Hey, at Real Star Wars Theory, these are your people sending death threats. It's time to rein them in and condemn what they are doing. Time to put your money where your mouth is and back up your quote-unquote be respectful spill you always say. And don't use your quote-unquote I don't control my community excuse." And then this is how he responded.
Okay, is that person tied to Wikipedia?
Potentially, I don't know. I'm guessing
okay, then
they are.
Then can read that again. Read that again.
Okay, this is what they said. "Hey, at Real Star Wars Theory, these are your people sending death threats. It's time to rein them in and condemn what they are doing. Time to put your money where your mouth is and back up your quote-unquote be respectful spiel you always say. And don't use your quote-unquote I don't control my community excuse." And then this post was deleted.
Okay, now I would say then he has a then I agree with his video. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, and then he said all of this, and then now I don't know if this Ash Rendar person is connected to Wikipedia though.
I'll try to do follow up on that. Let me read this here. Politely F yourself. These aren't my people. Don't attach me to that or be serious consequences for you. These are people on their own, nothing to do with me. Please find where I've instructed people to send to anyone. Quite the opposite. In fact, 8 years I've taken threats, poison threats to my mailbox, threats to my family, animals. Ooh, that's gross. First for liking episode 9. Then when I changed my mind. Oh, he liked episode 9?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He used to, not anymore though.
Where the F were you when I was being laughed at for crying for Luke Skywalker? I know it's not going to make me popular, but I think whatever. I think that was partly acting as well.
What? Nah.
Yeah.
I was super excited. I didn't cry.
You joined in alongside Pablo and Lucasfilm taking jabs at me publicly. That's how it was handled. And I just had to take it cause what I do. Bullied as a kid for liking Star Wars, and then again as an adult. I've taken so much. So if this came from I will just like to say this. If all these words came from a Lucasfilm actress, all the anti-SJWs would be making fun of it. But because it's a man on YouTube, they're supporting him. I just want to put that out there. Am I wrong? If you were getting all these comments, but
he only brought it up.
No, I know, but suddenly it's but he's including all this stuff. That that if this was Amanda Sternberg putting this in a rap song, they would be making fun of this.
Yeah, but he's not just saying it like, "Hey, people don't like my content. Look what they say." He's saying, "How dare you accuse me of this thing that I suffer from?"
He didn't need to go on a soapbox and add all this other stuff. If this was Amanda Sternberg, they'd be making fun of her. But because it's him and he's a YouTuber and you protect your own,
if
they're going to bat for him.
If they accused Amanda Sternberger of sending her fans to make death threats on somebody, like let's say, whatever.
I'm just saying there is a double standard in the fandom. I see. I think he is consistently whiny. He's consistently making a spectacle of the fandom itself for profits. And he's adding a lot here that if it was a Lucasfilm employee, the sharks would be in the water attacking what he says here. And this just proves how bad it is to be a public, there's great things that come, especially financially, from being a public figure. But the harassment and threats, I believe, are real.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to ask Voltaire, I don't think it's people always want proof. I don't think that's a great thing to do. That opens yourself up to liabilities. What if someone goes after the person after they release the handle or something?
No, they can't.
or the big mob goes after them and tries to dox that Twitter handle, and then
So what?
That wouldn't open up Lucasfilm then that person can sue Lucasfilm.
No, ABC does it all the time. Disney, parent company, when they do Jimmy Kimmel's mean tweets, you can dox people. Once you post,
That's done in a different environment and type.
Now,
that's part of the show. It's done in.
Yeah. So if the person says something like
Theory's lawyer is here, slander.
So
I said allegedly, in my opinion, Theory's lawyer.
So if somebody said, I'm going to come over there and boil your potatoes, and then they put it up and said, look, this is a death threat. And then the person said, no, now you've accused me of being a murderer. I was just coming to make you some mashed potatoes. Yes, I could see your point there, Max. But the ones that are direct threats, no.
All I'm saying is if all the people saying that Lucasfilm people are cringe complaining about the harassment they get.
He's not complaining.
Okay.
He's responding to being accused of sending.
Okay. All right.
He's a different.
All right. That's why the show is good, Voltaire. We don't always agree. We don't. No. I view it differently. I think he's going way over the top here. Although I do not want him to get any harassment either.
Yeah. Okay. So just put up my screen real quick. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, bullied as a kid for liking Star Wars, then as an adult. He's saying he's being bullied as an adult.
I will say I did think I thought what Pablo Hidalgo said and did was very immature.
For sure.
Oh yes.
Like, yeah, I don't know why Pablo Hidalgo would go out and publicly make fun of fans at an emotional reaction, Luke Skywalker returning.
Although I agree with Pablo Hidalgo's reaction, but as a I don't represent Lucasfilm though.
Yeah,
there's no bias, everybody.
And he said that privately, didn't he?
Yeah. No, it was public on.
No, he tweeted about it.
No, I thought it was like it's somewhere else, and then someone made it public.
No, okay, he publicly tweeted. He was making fun of.
Okay.
And several people that you guys know did streams about.
Yeah, that would be okay. Voltaire, you want me to bring this up here?
Oh, just for okay.
Let me get this off here.
So when people what?
I got the banner off so we could see better.
Okay. So when people say like, so what he did there, anybody can hire a $12 an hour attorney to send something called a cease and desist letter. It is meaningless. It has no legal power. It's just signed by a lawyer saying, you're doing X, Y, and Z. You better stop or else my client's going to sue you. It's nothing. He essentially did a cease and desist tweet. Now, we don't know the jurisdictional issues if he were to sue Wikipedia. I don't know where they're located. He's in freaking Canada. So I don't even know what law would apply. You know what I mean? But I took the California jury instructions just to show you guys what the jury would be asked about if a case like this were to come. And sometimes they put it in question form. So the first question would be, did the Wikipedia in this case make the following statement to a person other than the plaintiff, which would be Star Wars Theory? Yes, they did, right? They put it on Twitter, okay? Okay, 2, did Wikipedia, to whom, did Twitter, to whom the statement was made, reasonably understand that the statement was about Star Wars Theory? Yes, they did. They made that pretty clear, right? Did Twitter...
not the one from Wikipedia itself, but we really have to find out if that second one was.
Well, they said it wasn't until Star Wars Theory sent them.
Yeah, that was the tweet saying it wasn't until Star Wars Theory commented on this.
All right. So did Twitter, the people reading Twitter, reasonably understand the statement to mean that the grounds for defamation, meaning the plaintiff had committed a crime, that Star Wars Theory had sent people over? Now, this is your point, Max. Is what Wikipedia said enough to say, well, was that a death threat? Right? And if the answer is yes, was the statement false? Right? And then did Star Wars Theory prove by clear and convincing evidence that Wikipedia knew the statement was false or had serious doubts about the truth of the statement? And if the answer is yes, and then it gets into damages. Was Star Wars Theory's conduct was Wikipedia's conduct a substantial factor in causing Star Wars Theory actual harm? His reputation, he's got a business, yes. What are the actual damages? Then you get into damages. Anyway, so that's it. So I'm just showing you. The reason I brought this up is this is the kind of jury instruction you get for defamation, right? Mm-hmm. So to say he has no case and it's bananas, he's just being a bitch boy, as some people call him.
Yeah.
Is
Not
wrong.
you, not you.
Okay? And that's the only reason I wanted to bring that up. I'm on nobody's side. He sent us, if he might have had a lawyer help him craft that tweet, because I imagine he has lawyers he works with. He makes money. So if I was his lawyer and he said, "Hey man, write me a cease and desist letter," I'd say, "Wow, that's easy money. Thank you very much. I'm going to charge you a couple of grand for that, and it's going to take me whatever." I would take stuff from this, saying, "You said this. That caused my play. Everybody knows that you're saying that Star Wars Theory sent people to threaten you. If you persist, we're going to take legal action under this code section, this code section." And bam. I'm not saying he'd win at trial, right? But don't say that he doesn't have a valid claim under the circumstances. That's all. And I hope that kind of made it clear.
I don't think what they said equates to. Really appreciate it, Voltaire.
Mhm.
And you have way more credibility than I do. I just still don't see where the first tweet really said that. They just said, "What a coincidence that we didn't get garbage until he, you know."
Yeah, that would go to a jury. You're 100% correct. These are jury instructions, and that would be the main question for the jury. Was that tweet enough to say that they were accusing Theory of sending people over, right? Or that a reasonable person who's on Twitter would read that and think that they were implying strongly that Theory was sending
implied is not, you know, they were careful with their words.
Okay, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'll tell you what. I bet you they're not going to say it again.
Now, while you were speaking, I researched the person that made the tweets that's now deleted. At the very, you know, I do. Are you done with that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So please do not send anything this Twitter handle's way or X handle. Ash Rendar. 24 has the pronouns. Very happy for Pride Month. No, I'm just saying that's a factor.
Yeah,
I think that's cool. I think that's cool. Let's be real. A lot of this battle in the fandom has to do with your worldview and your point of view and what, culture. And I think that's great. And I would reach out to Ash Rendar. Maybe I will. You know what?
Let's bring them on.
I'm following, and I want to ask Ash Rendar. She, her, if she has any association with Wikipedia. Now, she might not want to answer that because if she does, that's not going to be good for her if Star Wars Theory is serious. But, okay, so Star Wars, Batman, Batgirl, all this other stuff, a lot of political activism. Cool. That more power to you. Followed by Star Wars Only, followed by Senior Nerd. I don't, there's something about another block and report. Apparently, they're getting a lot of stuff. So I actually Googled. Okay.
Let's say it matters what side you choose. Go down.
Where?
Go down just a little bit further.
Okay. It matters which side we choose, even if there's been more light than darkness. Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay. Okay, what is this?
I don't know. What is this?
Okay, so after Star Wars Theory did that last tweet, they are getting a lot of people after them, for sure. So I agree with all this. So I really just want to know if there's any association there. I would actually.
What is the pinned tweet? It says it's a message. What is that?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
This is Ash Rendar, sending a beacon to all the incredible members of the Star Wars community. May the Force be with you as we navigate through these challenging times. The Star Wars saga has always been about resilience, hope, and the power of unity.
Okay.
And we embody these values every day.
It's a very young person.
Just
They're still 24. That's fine.
The Empire. We too can remain steadfast and support one another, even in the face of adversity.
Okay.
Remember the wise words of Yoda.
They're really taking their fandom seriously. This is hard to get through.
Fear is the path to the dark side.
Yes.
Stay fearless, stay hopeful, and stand together. We are a galaxy united.
Okay.
And together, we can overcome any obstacle. Stay strong, stay connected, and may the Force guide and protect
person
you
is
always.
AI. This entire Twitter account.
United
Yeah.
we stand. Hash Rindar, signing off.
Okay.
I'm joking. I don't know. I can't trust anything anymore. It's AI.
No. It's too hard to tell. But then I Google. I mean, I wasn't expecting much from a Google search. I was saying, is Ash Rendar associated with Wikipedia?
Wuku.
I can't even say it. And let me remove that. There's not a lot there. Although they've interacted on Twitter before.
I will say though, at least that person is calling out death threats towards Star Wars Theory.
I think
That
you're
is,
right.
at least they're being consistent.
Oh,
So-
they are doing that? Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
Let me see.
How did you know she's only 24?
It was in her bio.
Oh, was it? She put her age.
Okay, let me see what else I found. Oh, basically I found that they've I don't even need to bring it up. They've interacted on tweets before. Like they've gave thumbs up. So they're friendly with Wikipedia for sure. But that doesn't mean anything, honestly. So probably right, Jade. Probably right. So I would probably reach out, but be nice to this person on Twitter. Be nice to Star Wars Theory. No, come on. He's not. What's his name? That actor, Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe he might be. No, maybe.
How dare you?
How dare you? Okay, but they definitely
If she
interacted.
looks like that Avatar, I might. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, they've definitely interacted with Wikipedia, but the more damning of the tweets was the one by Ash Rendar.
Since we're talking
It
about
really
Star-
takes her fandom seriously. Really.
Yeah. Since we're talking about Star Wars, though, I wanted to bring up something real quick.
Mhm.
Did you guys
we have to get to the super chat first.
Oh, okay.
Hold your thought. Keep it.
Thank you, Isaac.
Isaac, the biggest movie fan, $4.99. Thank you, Isaac, because this is on topic too. What do you guys think these toxic Star Wars fans want from Star Wars? And also, sorry if I'm trying to hate on you, Max. You're right. It's just an opinion. Thank you, Isaac. No, I do not hate Kathy Kennedy. I really am a fan of her producer work. And I really am a fan of James Gunn. I just don't like some of his social media stuff, and I think he bites off more than he could chew. But so far, he's chewing everything. He's doing lot more projects. I thought they were going to do a few and see where it lands. No, he is hit the ground running, and I'm impressed. Except for the video game angle, I haven't seen anything about video games. What do the toxic Star Wars fans want? Something that's unachievable. The majority of them. There is a group that makes so much money on saying Star Wars dead every single day. I know because I was one of them. I did that for months and months and months, and I got sick of doing it. I was actually doing really good views with Jeremy when he started, and I would see how many videos he did in the algorithm. I'm like, I need to do another Kathy video. He's come really at the beginning of Geeks and Gamers start. I was like, oh, he did another Kathy video. I got to do another Kathy video. He can't take over the algorithm with all his Kathy, So Ryan Johnson and Kathy, I was getting like 30, 40,000 views per video. I was making a couple thousand a month. Wow. But I couldn't stomach it anymore. And then also my wife actually liked Last Jedi, likes the sequel trilogy, and said I became unbearable to live with. And what happened? We used to like things together. Now you're just, I don't even want to go to the movies with you. Mm-hmm. So it made me very unlikable within my family. And I agree with that. And I had to take, and then also we had a family member that got very sick at the time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and
I was going to say this would make a good documentary.
And then my wife quit YouTube around that time too. So. And then I went YouTube hardcore because I like YouTube and I helped with her YouTube. And honestly, different ones. I cannot imagine me not doing YouTube now. Okay, what's this?
I want to address this. Okay, guys, I swear to you, I don't have a leaning one way or another. I'm just trying to look at things objectively. But if I see something,
it's his job to look at things objectively.
I hate taking sides. I hate this all or nothing attitude.
He
Like-
has out of the majority of the panelists, there's very few panelists that do. I love everyone, but don't take things too personally. It's an art. Voltaire's one of the best. Bruce is pretty good too. I don't think I'm decent at it. Not taking things too personally. He's very, I've never seen him get all worked up when someone disagrees with him. Never.
Who, me? Yeah, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
I like having constructive discussions about things. I don't get it. Like, that's why people think Bruce doesn't like me. He likes to jab at me, but
no, he likes you.
Yeah, he loves me, and I love him. We're friends. But, we disagree on a lot of stuff, but that's okay.
Chris, we
guys.
want to have you on for a mic drop episode too soon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I have something to share to everybody.
Okay.
Can you bring up, you guys seen this that made headlines recently? The thing I just put in the private chat from one Mr. Chris Gore.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well,
so this is a major.
I do have. Hold on. I got to make another banner for this. Chris Gore. If you're going to make me talk about Chris Gore.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I wasn't talking about other YouTubers. You're making me such a hypocrite.
But this is something I wanted to bring up, though, because I actually have
The
to know
truth. Hold on. I got to make this a good banner. The truth about Chris Gore.
Ooh, echo.
Yeah. Okay, so before I bring this up, the truth that you need to know about Chris Gore is, in a lot of people that hang around like Midnight's Edge, around Nerdrotic, we're talking about, who was that guy that used to do Pascal, or what's his name? Darn it. He said he was like, he gave scoops from like Dube Cock to, he used to be a producer in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Sorry, what were you asking?
What's his name?
The scooper who was Cameron Posh.
Cameron Pasha. Yeah. And there's even a guy called the Script Doctor that hangs around Midnight.
I remember him.
There's also Mike Zero.
Mike Zero's unwatchable.
No, but Mike Zero. No, you're missing the point, RJ. Mike Zero wasn't trying to be in the industry. A lot of these people were even Robert Meyer Burnett. I'm sorry, Robert Meyer Burnett. I know you made a movie. No. Yes, absolutely. Robert Meyer Burnett is disgruntled, has a huge bias because he also used to work somewhat in the industry. He used to work on DVD extras. He did produce a movie, Tango Shalom. More power to you, Robert. I actually like him. But they were not really successful in the industry and are super critical.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would not put Robert Meyer Burnett particularly in this category, but I would Chris Gore, Cameron Pasha, and the Script Doctor. A lot of these people assume that they didn't get work because of other, like their beliefs or something, but there is a possibility that they were not great. Hollywood's a cutthroat industry. Only the top keep getting consistent work. I don't see anything in Cameron Pasha, Chris Gore, and even Robert Meyer Burnett, and I don't know about the Script Doctor's history to suggest they were really doing consistent good work in Hollywood to say, that they were blacklisted because of their beliefs. I don't know for sure. That's some of the claims that I've said there, but I do know this for sure. Chris Gore made a movie, My Big Fat Independent Movie, that get horrible reviews, absolutely trashed. I tried to get a copy. It's very hard to get a copy so I could do a review. So he is a failed movie producer or director.
Well,
I think he directed.
He did some, but I'm not even talking about that. I just want you to look at what.
No, but I want to add that about Chris Gore. So when he is extremely critical, it's like those that can't do teach, and those that can't teach Jim.
I know.
That's Chris Gore.
I'm about to drop.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So he announced something recently.
Okay, let me bring it up. Yeah.
Okay. It's a huge live stream. It's a global event next month called Funeral for a Franchise.
Oh, he's grifting hard.
Of Star Wars.
He wants to get Nerdrotic on there.
Oh, everyone's going to be on this. It's going to be a global event.
It's going to be on
we
YouTube?
we need a positive Star Wars global event.
So it's called Funeral for a Franchise in memory of Star Wars, May 25th, 1977, and died.
I'm going to plan a positive Star Wars event that day.
Okay.
That'll show them.
Wednesday.
That'll show them, yes, and they're going to laugh at our viewership.
They're doing it all day, though.
I don't care. I'll boot up a stream. We'll have people. I'll plan it.
Okay. So he's doing Funeral for a Franchise, right? This big mega event with all the content creators talking about the death of Star Wars, right? I'd like for you to pull this up, Max.
You keep putting. I'm not this quick. Okay.
I would like for you to read what that says.
All I know is Star Wars still gives me great moments with my friends and family, even though there are issues. Even though I have really critical of Kathy, there's still a lot of great.
I love
you know what though? I want Voltaire to read this. Voltaire, read what that says.
Saving comments for a review on filmthreat.com, but I will say this. This is the most I've applauded, the loudest I've laughed, and the hardest I've cheered for a Star Wars film since 1983. I might have cried a few times too. Bravo, Rian Johnson!
Oh my God, he's another Jeremy.
And
remember when I caught Jeremy praising The Last Jedi too?
And there's another one I posted in the private chat.
Oh, this is Chris Gore exposed.
I found these.
Wow.
Look at
We have a source. This is embarrassing.
Because when I saw that, I looked it up because I saw that in my feed. I looked it up. I just typed in Chris Gore Last Jedi, and people were finding.
Do you know there's Tony the Geek Getaway? I don't mention him much on my channel anymore, but he did do some good work with Melanie Mack and exposing how much she loved the Tomb Raider reboot until she found it benefited her financially.
Oh, I know.
To say that Lara Croft has become woke now. She was praising it. She was the Tomb Raider cheerleader.
She was hardcore.
Yes. So these people are so, but the thing is, their audience doesn't care. It doesn't matter what you say.
There's another one real quick. Bring up the other one I just posted.
The hardest he's cheered.
He even tagged Rian Johnson and said thank you.
He was a kiss ass.
More wipes next time, please. Okay, let's see what this.
But he's also going to host the Death of a Franchise live stream event.
I'm retweeting this. Oh, the other one says something went wrong. Let me see.
Oh no.
I have too many tweets up. Hold on. Let
me try again.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
This is the guy that says Star Wars funeral 20, a whole day stream. And look at this. Oh my God.
I need Voltaire to read this one too.
I'm high on Star Wars. I haven't truly loved a Star Wars movie this much since I was a kid. Thank you to everyone involved for this. The second viewing was so emotional. Luke, Leia, tears. # Last Jedi.
Oh, don't give in to hate.
I didn't see that one.
Oh my God. He's correcting people not to give it. He is such a Jeremy. Oh my God. Oh, now we're doing this and exposed on Chris
at least
Gore.
He didn't delete
no,
them.
because there's even more about Chris Gore. Because that big fat, how they call.
Remember this real quick. This is the same guy that said that making Star Wars into a girl's brand was the most costly decision in cinematic history. But don't give in to hate, guys.
Okay, you know how they say that the game is rigged on Rotten Tomatoes? And how, the industry manufacturers reviews and stuff? He had his movie. That's what I'm bringing up now. Let's go deep dive on Chris Gore for a second here. This movie I've heard is horrible. I still want to see it. I still want to do it.
Bro, come on, man.
Hold on a second here. I gotta post my Twitter handle.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dude.
Stay tuned, everyone. I gotta post my Twitter handle for this.
Now, what do you think his response would likely be if you brought this to his attention? Because I'm not sure he's addressed this. Would he probably just say his opinion changed?
He's not gonna.
Yeah, what else?
His type of audience doesn't care.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, I know he would probably just say, "Well,
People can't change their minds."
That's it.
Yeah, I was awakened by the money.
I thought it was bad the first time I watched it, and then thought it was awful the second time I watched it.
At Mad Max. Oh, I forgot to put. Oh, damn it! I'm doing multiple things here. Let me bring up the Rotten Tomatoes of his failed movie. This is those that can't do teach.
That's not your Twitter. Your Twitter is at Mad Max Movies.
Yeah,
same
please
guy,
put it in for me because I'm having trouble doing.
2020.
Okay, so here is his movie getting trashed,
My
and
big,
then
fat, independent
and then he had his own employees submit reviews. Darn it! Stop it, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not putting ads on for you. Hold on a second. If it's still there. Oh my God! Do you see this?
They're trying to censor you.
All right. So the only positive review is from Film Threat. He had his own people positively review. Isn't this what they say? Positively review.
Isn't that his website?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So this is still there. He had I guess it's possible that he didn't that Phil Hall didn't work there until recently.
Come on, though. Like,
hilarious parody of contemporary indie cinema. So this is how much Chris Gore is a hack. I'm sorry, we're doing mic drops on tonight, Voltaire.
That's a real mic drop. Wow.
Yeah, this is how much he is a hack. He praised, kissed Ryan Johnson's ass and said, "Don't give in to hate." But he also had his own, potentially, allegedly, own employee positively review his movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
So real
what
quick,
a conflict of interest.
I posted one last thing. Okay. We read those tweets, right, about The Last Jedi, he loved it, right? So we compare that from what he said then to what he says about Star Wars now. Okay, just to kind of give a compare and contrast.
All right. Yes, definitely. So I would be to research this further. I'd have to see if Phil Hall worked for Film Threat when he made this.
By the way, they're trying to push the hashtag Star Wars funeral.
Yeah. Okay. Isn't that hilarious? What's your thoughts on that? I'd have to find out if he worked for Film Threat in 2005.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. If
hilarious parody of contemporary indie cinema.
They're not hiding it. I mean, but yeah, I mean,
this is everything that they claim about Access and Shoals and yeah. Maybe
he
thought it was
2.5 out of 5 too. I mean, it wasn't that great. Can you play Cal's voicemail? He's trying to go to sleep. He's
I'm sorry. Yes.
We'll get to Isaac's super chat right after that. Just for poor Cal. He's a working man.
I think he wants to do a live call-in.
Oh, I thought you left the voicemail.
Okay. You know what? I'll just send Cal the invite on Twitter. We'll just have him, because he's trying to get to sleep. He is a member.
Yeah, he wants to
call. Okay. So what you could do right now, call the voice line, Cal, and instead of going to voicemail, I'm going to answer it live. Let me unlock my...
everybody, if you ever call to leave a voicemail, you might get lucky and Max might answer instead of letting you leave a voicemail.
Well, towards the end of the show, I think it'd be fun to do live call-ins too.
You might be,
doing
lawn work.
So if you want to call right now, Cal, call that number on the bottom, and I'm going to answer and put you on speakerphone.
Yeah. But just play that clip real quick. Just to make it in. Oh, there you go.
Oh. Are you there? Cal. It's not answering.
No, boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, it's just to accept. Oh, it says accept, press 1. I messed it up.
Jeez.
It takes here's the thing. It takes just as long to get to the option to accept, and I didn't have my keyboard up fast enough, and then drop.
Okay, well, while you're figuring that, who's the worst toxic Star Wars YouTuber?
Isaac, the biggest movie fan, $1.99. Who's the worst toxic Star Wars YouTuber? Doomcock.
Him or Mike Zero?
Mike Zero. Mike Zero is pure lies. Doomcock at least has some production and entertainment value to his thing.
For $4.99 a minute, Max will have sexy talk. Oh,
that's a good deal.
That's for the Power Hour, Bruce.
That's good value for money, everybody.
Chris Score's lack of credibility. Oh no, I'm exposed. All right, I have to have the keyboard ready. Okay, go ahead, Cal. It's going to take a while. This is not perfect system, but I'm not gonna. I can't get my phone out. Okay. I gotta wait. Hello. Okay, I did it.
Did you see me?
Cal, are you there?
+1, Max.
I did. It dropped. Oh my God. You know what? I was thinking about this. This might be another cool way to do live call-ins. Hold on a second. Let me try this.
You have failed.
It's the system. The only way I could do it right was give out my phone number to all viewers. I don't know if I want to do that.
I would not do that.
No. It's only going to work for voicemails that way. It's really clunky. Really clunky. Okay.
Tried.
Here is a different StreamYard link that I will share with this StreamYard.
I think he's having problems. He wants to do it over the phone because he has problems connectivity-wise.
Okay. No, but this might work. This might help with people with I've thought about this hard.
Okay. Thought about this hard. It's not going to work.
This is a huge success. This is not a fail. Okay. Hello? Hello? It's not working.
Should I give out my Google Voice number and dox my own Google Voice number?
No.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to, Cal only to experiment, go into the StreamYard link, and then I'll bring it in.
I don't know if it's going to work.
I have an idea. So I'm going to bring in this other StreamYard. I'll share the audio. Once he's in there, I'll add him. I think that'll work.
But how's he going to do that from his phone?
Or I could just give him this link. You suck. I tried. Thanks, Cal. I'm sorry. I don't know. Do you want to try clicking this link here? See if this works. Or I'll go through the Google settings and see if I can lower the number of rings. Because every time I hit 1 and accept the call, it dropped it. Okay, I guess we'll revisit that if he pops in. I'll keep looking. Okay, so let me see what else.
I had that one clip we could watch.
Or Cal, you can DM me on Twitter and I'll give you my Google Voice number. You can we'll try it that way.
Oh, here RJ wanted us to check out this is to show what he's doing now. Okay. I really kept my word on not going after other YouTubers. Maybe I'm only going to go after big YouTubers. How about that?
Well, just react to the opinion. Yeah. What they said.
Okay, this is from Benny Johnson.
This is from Film Threat.
He's still calling me.
Give it another try.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay. Let me see. Cal, are you there? Cal.
Call from. To accept,
No, it keeps saying to accept it. It's broken. It's broken. This is difficult. Yes. All right. So this is Benny Johnson.
This is from Film Threat. This is the
Film
website.
Threats. Yeah, that Chris Gore was ahead of the curve on Disney's structure of Star Wars. Oh, is he? He's a political guy. Okay, never mind. I don't want to see what he says. Oh, this is his show.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Ripa's there. Chris Gore.
Yeah, that's what Chris Gore said about the Acolyte, though.
All right, here we go.
You were the first guy. You were the first man through the wall
To say you loved Last Jedi and kissed his butt and said, "Don't hate. Don't give it hate."
like crying out into the wilderness saying this will destroy Star Wars forever. And you did that weeks ago. And I have rarely seen a prediction so right.
Come on. Hell, Star Wars fans have been saying this for years.
It's destroyed forever.
It's not destroyed forever, Voltaire. Even though you're critical of it too, is it destroyed forever?
I told you I've given the show a 7.5.
Yeah, but what could actually destroy it forever? If
witches,
no. But if you could destroy Star Wars, all you'd have to do is make something good Star Wars, and people would come back. Right?
Well, I've said it. They know what people want.
Are people going to be so upset with something they didn't like that if you make Star Wars, they're not going to watch it?
Okay, once you do lesbian space witches, everyone leaves. Okay, that's the logic we're working with here. Lesbian space witches equal I check out and I want to burn all my Star Wars toys.
I can't believe they're acting like he's
a prophet.
Yeah, that he's a prophet. Great.
Well, it's because he warned everybody because he got to see the show early. Why Disney gave him access?
No, honestly, why does this guy still have access?
I don't know.
Because he is not a real critic. Do you think Chris Gore is a real critic?
For this to
No, but he has access because of where he was before. And you know, this is alleged. I think he shares his access with the Nerdrotics and stuff so they can review stuff early too. I'm sorry. I have no proof of that. But there is no way. How does he still have access when he is not giving?
Careful.
It's my opinion. I'm guessing it allegedly. Listen.
The lawyers tell you to be careful.
Yeah, I think he could be sharing his access.
That's enough.
I have no proof of that.
No.
It's just a guess.
Max is making a joke. He doesn't think that.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think that at all. Never mind. I know what. Now that I consulted with my peers, I don't think that at all. Never mind.
As your attorney, I'm advising you not to say that.
He only accesses himself to bitch about Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well, there's several things that are disconcerting about the Acolyte and just the direction of the Star Wars brand in general. And putting the race thing aside, Star Wars is a boys' brand. Star Wars is for young boys.
That's accurate.
Who need heroes.
Well, it's for everybody, but its main focus is young men. Yeah.
And they need them now more than ever. As a father to a son, one of the great things was to show my son when he was young Star Wars. Something we can enjoy together. It's so wired into what boys like. And that doesn't mean there aren't female fans of Star Wars. I have friends who work in animation. One thing they always say is that girls will watch shows targeted to boys, but boys will not watch shows targeting girls. That's just a fact of young children. You have young children. Mine are adults. So I got to pass that on to them. But what they're doing is so disheartening. It would be like taking the Barbie brand and let's make it so boys like Barbie.
That's what Ethan is doing with Rainbow Bright, with Rainbow the Brute. I think that is hilarious.
Rainbow the Brute?
Yeah, there is a double standard there that you really don't. You really do not. It's not accepted to take a young property that's focused on young girls. Now it's available to everyone. I'm not saying it's just for young girls. Like,
I'll push back slightly because
and change it to male.
I'll push back slightly just a little bit. I understand, but here's the thing, right? When it comes to boys not wanting to watch female centric stuff, when they're kids. Kinda, but it depends on the property. Like, you know, a lot of guys in my generation, when we were kids, we watched Kim Possible and we watched Totally Spies. Those two shows are geared towards girls. But
Yeah, they're not.
boys still
I think
watch
they're geared.
those.
I think they're geared toward everybody, but the focus.
Yeah, well, for Kim Possible and Totally Spies, those shows were definitely female focused.
I would. Can you elaborate what you mean, Rhea, about this? Makes you sad to hear that young boys can't, because I don't see any reason that, like, there's a lot of cool male characters in the Acolyte.
Yeah.
Soul, Yord, even though Yord's a joke sometimes, but there's a lot of cool characters.
I mean, when I was growing up, I watched like Proud Family, Kim Possible, Totally Spies. I watched like a variety of shows.
Honestly, with, like, let's say like the Acolyte witches.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls.
I don't think there's anything more there than the Sith and how evil they were before. Like, people are losing their minds.
I push back against that because depending on the show, even if it is female centric or like female focused in terms of what it's trying to appeal to, boys will check it out and watch it.
But what he's saying is that we don't. There's a double standard that it's okay to do it if there's a property that appeals mostly to young males instead of young females, and I think that is 100% accurate. Voltaire, what do you think?
Will boys fall in love with it, like something like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like that? You know?
Yeah.
If it's female focused.
But I don't see the opposite happening. Like My Little Ponies, Rainbow.
So you're saying that, okay? So you're saying
they won't touch female.
They're not turning the girls' brands into boys' bands. Only
Yeah.
the
So
boys'
why is it
brands into
okay
girls' brands.
Yeah. So why is it okay for the opposite? Right. And I think that is a legit 100% argument. Yes.
Well, you could argue though. Hold on, you could argue that the Barbie movie would not have been as successful if it didn't try to appeal to men with the Ken character and putting such an emphasis on him.
How did that appeal to men? It made men stupid in the movie.
Well, no, I'm saying like, the marketing, at least to get people in the door, the marketing placed a lot of focus on Ken and Ryan Gosling.
Well, Ken was right there with Barbie almost at the start too.
No, I know, but I'm saying those that the movie felt like it had a large male focus as well, not just a female focus.
All right. Well, so far here, I don't have too many issues with this comment here towards the end. Saying Star Wars is completely dead is ridiculous. If they really thought it was dead, they wouldn't make that. This is my litmus test for if something's really dead, people stop making
you don't make content about it,
because it doesn't make you money. If you're trying to invoke fear of something and it's gonna die, it's horrible.
Well, again, this is the same guy though who says
not dead.
He was pushing the whole "Make Marvel Male Again" hashtag, saying that Marvel needs to go back to being male and male only, male focused.
Remember, don't give in to hate.
Don't give in to hate. Yeah, I know.
All right, let's finish this there. We're actually almost approaching 2 hours, so we'll check out the mailbag. And I think we're not even going to get to talk about
Dr. Disrespect.
I mean, unless you guys want to, I'm open to it, but it's almost 2 a.m. for me.
So, Voltaire, I'm not the host.
I'm not familiar with Dr. Disrespect.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, it's a difficult conversation.
Yeah, maybe we'll leave that. Okay, let's see what else he has to say here.
Makes no sense. They have lost billions by not focusing on the target, and they have diluted and destroyed one of the greatest brands in entertainment history by just wiping away the male heroes.
They didn't wipe them. There's a lot more female heroes, but they didn't wipe away the male heroes. There's still male heroes.
I mean, we could blaze through the Dr. Disrespect thing, I guess, if you want to.
Okay, so I'll try to break it down for Voltaire as fast as possible.
There's a thread you can go through real quick.
Yeah. There's an extremely popular video game streamer called Dr. Disrespect. He is so big that he had an agreement with Twitch. Like they actually paid him a lot of money to come over to Twitch from YouTube. And then they let him go. It was a big event.
Yeah, he got banned, basically. And we never found out why he got banned.
And now someone that left Twitch, there's also liabilities here. But a former Twitch employee is trying to spill the beans on Dr. Disrespect.
And
Well,
now
I didn't hear. He did something illegal potentially, right?
yeah, go ahead and read that.
Okay.
Without using the naughty word.
Well, I do you want me to read? You want to read it, Voltaire? Or you go ahead, whatever you want, or I'll read it.
Go ahead, Max.
Holy shirt. Former Twitch employees leak and alleges that Dr. Disrespect was banned from Twitch for being a you know what. Seriously claims follow up with the esports reporter Rod Breslau, who originally said in 2020 the situation was real bad, but never elaborated, saying he didn't lie.
And they can look at the screenshots there.
He got banned because he got a minor, and that he was and then the then
Sending dirty
existing
text to a minor.
and then in the then existing Twitch Whispers product, he was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon.
Oof.
The powers that be could read in plain text. Now, this is alleged.
Yeah,
This is
and then
from someone
this
that's
esports reporter said that this is true, that he's not lying.
This is a former employee of Twitch, and this opens themselves up to liability, right?
Then there was more.
Yeah.
Then we go to part 2.
Rob Borsal, I didn't lie. Where's
Yeah,
part
like
2?
it was something bad. That's something, like it was a very bad reason why he got fired.
Okay.
Or, sorry, you got banned.
Is there anything else here that I should look at?
More Twitch employees are saying this.
Is this the clip there? So glad it's finally out there. Let's. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Surely I would.
Dan, it's been a long time.
Please tell us.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
It's so long that the person involved is probably okay now.
My memory is really bad because this was like 2 years ago, and I was in Outpost buying a minicopter, and I remember someone saying Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch because he was messaging underage girls.
Whoa!
On Twitch,
Why he said that?
Wait, what?
That's not it.
We're about to learn all about the DM.
Oh, they weren't expecting that. They're like, oh wait, what? That's pretty funny. He's like, oh, that's not what you're talking about.
Same process now. That's what I'm saying. What I heard in Rust.
Did he say that? Why did he say that?
He must have heard it. Am I not allowed to say what I heard in Rust?
Wow,
that's insane.
His crew
what you
on
just
Rust
said.
is a while.
If I'm the doc,
been
I'm suing you
gossiped
right
about
now.
for a while. Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, so hang on. Keely Chow's got a good point. We should look at his statement.
No, I do want to get to his statement. I think his statement proves there's something there.
Well, yeah,
because where's the actual statement? Do you have?
Well, Max, I would say keep the thread up. The next post was the statement.
Hold on, I'm so bad at this. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, let me bring.
No worry. It's all good. Because he had a couple different statements, but his statement is what got people talking.
We settled, is what he was saying.
Yeah, so here's
that makes me think if there was something that needed to go to a settlement, there's something there. I think.
Yeah, so
that's just a guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is it?
Yeah. Keep
Do I go back?
No. Just keep scrolling. Right there is the first statement. Yeah.
Okay. Seriously. Oh, let me make this in a bigger image here.
Yes, this is Jake Lucky.
Cal, can you hear me? Yeah, just give me one moment. We'll get to you, Cal. Cal's in the other room. All right, so we'll just read it here because Cal's there. Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged. That doesn't mean that there wasn't. That doesn't mean that there wasn't. Cal's talking in the other room. It's very distracting.
And they paid out the whole contract.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that there wasn't anything. Yeah, that there wasn't anything sus. He just says was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts there?
That's a non-disclosure. What he's allowed to say per his non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another statement later. I'm trying to, because another reporter came out and said something. Keep scrolling, Max. Oh no, he died.
Who died?
Did Max die?
No, I don't think this things. I'm going to try to bring Cal in. So what's your? Well, let's try to bring Cal in for this.
Okay.
He's watching me, and I hear myself echoing in the other room. All right, hold on.
That's ugly stuff.
I don't think this is going to work either. Cal, are you there?
Ah, thanks.
We can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Come on.
Okay. Did you have anything
You had me.
I added you. Yes.
Come on. Are you there? Oh, okay. I can hear you. You had me. Oh, shit.
There's a delay, though.
I can't hear you through the phone, but I can hear you through the internet.
I got to just give him the regular link. This is ridiculous.
I can't hear you through the phone, but I can hear you through
This is just high end, everybody.
Cal, click the link in the private chat.
I don't know what. Wait a minute.
My God.
Good job, Max.
I got it. I can't do. I was getting a headache.
So this is what Dr. Disrespect said. I'm just gonna read it out loud.
Cal, here's the link in the real chat. Only Cal come in for now because we're all towards the end of the show.
Yeah. So Voltaire, this is the other response he gave. I'm just gonna read it. He said, "Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the effing internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All of this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday."
Okay. Well, he's not in jail, to his credit, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, he wouldn't be jail unless he did actually meet up, right? Or is there soliciting a minor?
I don't know. Can you can the guy said he wasn't just texting. He said he put the S in front of it.
But he was saying that it was that, and he was trying to hook up with this young girl at TwitchCon.
So I mean, based on what I've seen from To Catch a Predator, making plans to meet a minor for illicit activities in text and actually just making the plan is enough. So, but he might have just been. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't think he did anything criminal. He would have been in jail, truthfully, and they certainly wouldn't have paid him out if there was.
But there was a settlement.
Yeah, well, that's the
you can't
question. Why
settle
do they
criminal
settle?
stuff.
There's got to be something there, though.
Because Twitch probably said, "Here's why." Okay, Twitch probably said, "There's smoke here, so we can't have you on our show anymore." And his lawyer said he has a contract. You can't dump him for this. He was found innocent. So to avoid a lawsuit, Twitch paid him out and said, "See you later, everybody."
We're going to pay you out, but we don't want you on our platform anymore.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's my prediction.
All right. Well, thank you for your expert analysis. It is really trending. So you feel based on that he's not, as far as we know, he didn't. Well, I guess we don't really know his real name. We don't know if he actually served. I don't think
his first name's Doctor, his last name's Disrespect.
No,
medical practitioner.
But we don't really, because he also has a persona that's an internet persona. We don't really know if he's got any ramifications from it, really. Just under his.
Just that he didn't go to jail for it.
Well, we don't know that either. I mean, it's not like he.
Jail would have been news.
Well, hey Cal, are you there?
I don't know. Am I?
Yes, I'm sorry, Cal. The other experiment.
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah! Can you hear me, Max?
Yes.
God damn.
So we will do. If Voltaire wants it, we will try live call-ins at the end of the show. Maybe bring.
I want to talk to Voltaire for a second, if I may.
Go ahead.
I don't really know. I don't really know what to say. I think I figured out what happened, Max. I got that that what's that stuff called? That G5 internet, whatever. But I have a option.
They're spying on you.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have an option to have G5. Then I have an option to have not G5. So when I had G5 is when I had the robot voice when I was talking to you. This is off of the G5. And it's going pretty good. But anyway, Max, I just wanted to tell you, I like tape putters like we was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
I like
you sound loud and clear tonight, Cal. It's awesome.
Well, good. I'm glad because I like to be heard, Max. I like to be heard, especially with you, because I want you to know. Anyway, but yes, I like tape putters. I think it's great, and I think it's really good. And I do agree with Brian that the production value, if you product, nobody's doing. Hear me out, Max. God damn it, I might not ever have a time again to talk to you like this.
I didn't interrupt you.
Clear. You never know. Anyway, but yes, you tape hunters. It has the potential to be something good. Not everybody is doing shit like that. You know, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I mean, I'm an avid YouTube person. I'm an avid YouTube watch, what have you. I haven't seen anybody going to thrift stores and doing that. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong.
Like,
but no
one's ever done this.
I think you got something, Max. I think you got something.
Yeah, I think you got something too.
Take it. I think you should take it. I don't have anything, Max. I work 12 hours a day at a fucking job, and that's my life, okay? And I'm content with that. I don't need anything else. I'm fine. But anyway, but I got enough money for hookers and beer. I'm fine.
Okay.
Anyway,
good for you, buddy.
Do they like Pabst?
What?
Do they like Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Oh yes. Well. Let me get this straight. Let me lay this out while I'm here, Max.
Okay.
Pabst Blue Ribbon is since 1893. Pabst Blue Ribbon won the Blue Ribbon Prize for the best beer in America, and that was in 1893. There's a reason why Pabst Blue Ribbon is called Pabst Blue Ribbon. It won the best beer.
Yes.
So any of the haters trying to say that Pabst Blue Ribbon, I'm not. Did I say you, Max? No. Did I say your name? Thank you very much. Anyway, so any of the haters who wants to hate on Pabst Blue Ribbon, just know that in 1893, look it up. Y'all want to talk about fucking movie facts all the time? Look it up.
Look at beer facts.
1893. It won the best beer. Blue Ribbon.
It's my co-host. Cal, don't get up.
I don't care about the co-host. Well, I do care about Voltaire. I like Voltaire. I like his style, even though he's a rich 1%er, and I fucking hate him for that.
But
whatever. I like him.
But you know we'd have a good time even out for drinks.
Okay. I don't want to hear shit out of you, Voltaire.
Right.
Well, actually, I do. I love you, Voltaire.
This is the show. What about RJ?
Wait a minute. Max, what happened with Perp? Perp got too big for his britches.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. No, well, we love Perp.
You've been saying that?
No. Perp's doing great. He wants to do his own thing. He's been focusing on hidden gems movies and underappreciated movies that are released now. He really cares about.
I'll tell you what. And I hope Perp never ever hears this.
No, don't say it then. Don't say it then.
No, I'm going to say it because he deserves it. He deserves it. Perp is an actual movie buff. I can glean that. I can get that from his interactions on your show. I can tell that he's an actual movie buff who actually cares about this shit. Yeah. I do too, but I can see it, and I can see him because he's a little bit more. I don't want to say that you guys aren't serious. I know all of y'all are serious, all of y'all. But he's a little more. He's more serious. He wants to do his own thing, and I get it. And I hope he does well doing it.
He's gotten too big for. Honestly, there's a lot of great personalities that got their start. Not got their start, but did a lot of great work on MMA.
Jumped off.
Yeah, Bruce is too big for us. I had to.
No. Bruce is killing it. Bruce is my boy. I mean, I found Max. I'll tell you what. I can't even hate on you like that. I wouldn't have found Bruce if it wasn't for you. And yeah, I had to say Bruce is killing. I like Bruce. I like Bruce a lot. I like you too.
What about RJ? He's come back. You like RJ?
That's what's fucked up, Max. Y'all got me picking sides now.
I don't want that. I don't want you picking sides.
I don't want that. You know what I mean?
Cal, spread your love everywhere with all the beer.
Got to, especially ask the ladies. They know. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, Max.
Okay, what about my pal
I'm
RJ that was the
delighted.
special guest for tonight? What do you think? How do you think he did good?
Who? What
The
guy?
guy right next to you, RJ.
RJ's
Hello.
always on here. He never shuts the fuck up. He always talk. He always says his opinion, which is great. But I mean, you know, RJ. I mean, there's another thing, Max. If you really, since you got me here, wait a minute. Let me take. Wait. I gotta ask you something. Hold on a minute. Let me take a drink.
All right. Well, we do have to end soon too, though. So yes.
I know that. Hold on. I took a sip. Now, why do you have so many fucking people on your panel?
Because I love everybody. I love everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, it gets chaotic. It's too much. It's too much.
Well, that's why we're doing. Yeah, that's why we're doing some shows like this. We're experimenting with the format. MME Live is still a thing. That's where the most people are going to be to the max. Member streams, but there's also the Power Hour. We got MME International. We got the Mic Drop. Yes,
my job. You got the vote. The voicemail thing going. Yeah. Motherfucker, I've been paying. I've been a subscriber. Whoa! Let me. I've been a subscriber and paying for months now. This is the most interaction I've got with you in months, motherfucker.
Now, Cal, no, I do want to apologize to members. I've been really busy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
If you remember, I was working on my parents' basement for a while after my mother and father fell. And I had to make sure that everything was very clear for them, so they had wide paths through their house to get to their restroom, the facilities, and my mother wanted the cottage open. She's retired.
For your life problems, any fucking way. I'll tell you another question. I want to know: why did you ditch the mask? Why did you ditch the mask?
I could answer that 100%. Are you interviewing me, Cal? This is
yes, I am.
Can you all right, before we end, get one more question.
I don't have that much time to talk to you, Max. I don't ever get this.
All right, the reason I dropped the mask was when I was meeting up with friends in real life. And I did that for a video game console that I lost money on, which I've met some of the best friends.
Oh, the Amico thing? Yeah.
And then at Too Many Games last year, and I am not a good cosplayer, Cal. It was so hard to wear a mask in public. It was embarrassing. It was sweaty. I was uncomfortable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And honestly, it kind of makes the other person feel weird too. Like I felt bad. Yeah. Like if I was Rhea, I would have ditched me. That first day at Too Many Games last year, I had a CJH hat on. I had a mask. I had a leather jacket. I had Xbox pants. I looked ridiculous. And she still stuck by me. I would have been running off. I looked quite odd, Cal. It did not work. It works on YouTube.
I understand it, Max. Okay. I'm going to cut you off because you're still fucking going about this shit. Anyway, but yeah, I understand it, Max. I understand it, and I do like seeing you first. You ain't a bad looking dude. I'm not trying to say that again. I'm just saying you're not a bad looking dude. I think it is. I think it was a good decision to take the mask off. I think it was a good decision, and because you can drink and you can breathe, what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? It was a good decision.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I give a lot of sympathy. That's why I don't like. I used to be one like, oh, the characters in like Star Wars and Halo, they don't wear the mask or helmets long enough.
Yeah,
it was getting to the where I'm like, when I did, you don't understand how hard it is to do everyday things. Like I couldn't even find good video game deals at Too Many Games with my mask on, Cal. I was missing the good shit. I missed the deals because my peripherals were all screwed through the mask. I couldn't see, and I wear glasses. No, I was missing the good deals.
About that too. I thought about that too because sometimes you put damn glasses on over the mask, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Rhea did ask. When we went out to eat before the con, and I was like wearing sunglasses, and I was like, okay, I'll be in sunglasses. So it just gradually happened. And then the night that I really knew that I wanted to make a big decision change was the night we saw The Flash, and my love for the theater and reviewing was renewed. And I never thought I was articulate. Well, the reason is because I had fun with my friends. The movie was not great.
Okay, yeah.
But I was like, I'm not very articulate. I stutter some. I'm not going to be good with editing, but I'm going to try to just review stuff anyway. I'm just going to have fun, review stuff. And that makes it easier when I'm not have the mask on too. And that, that was one of the best.
Yeah,
moments.
man. I mean, I get it, dude. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I mean, I get it. I understood it as soon as I seen that you had a mask off because you was getting more people, more viewers. And when y'all seen that you had the mask off,
The other moment, it was like embarrassing as all hell. Look at this moment. This is why I keep this here. This is the other time I met some of my best friends in real life.
You look awesome. What are you talking about? You look great.
I was in my friend John's house trying a video game console in the cellar. Everyone else there's having fun drinking, and I'm sweating with a mask on, looking ridiculous.
Glasses over it.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm done with this. Plus, I went into,
man, that looks great.
I'm glad. Anyway, Max. Okay. I'm sorry, Max. Okay, I'm sorry. I know you gotta go and stuff, but I need to tell Voltaire. Voltaire, you there?
I'm here, brother.
Yes. Voltaire, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I don't know, man. I'm okay. What are you up to in your 1%er legal white cushy life?
He's got a new podcast series, Cal. We're gonna probably put this on Spotify
really?
or something. Yeah,
wow.
You might be on Spotify in an episode.
I don't know what you mean about that, but anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't
give voice now. You made your. I mean that's the cost of admission, Cal.
Anyway, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'm not talking. Max, we had our time. I want to talk about Voltaire. Voltaire, you there? Just give me a minute.
I'm here, bud.
I'll mute myself.
All right. What are you doing, man? What's up? Why do you think I don't? I don't dislike you, Voltaire.
I don't think you dislike me. I know you like me.
You kind of imply it sometimes.
No, I'm. It's good-natured ribbing. Come on, man. I know you.
That's true. That's true.
We go to a strip club. We'd have a good time.
Yeah, me and you have grown up in a time to where we know when ribbing is ribbing. You know what I'm saying? We know that shit.
We're not soft.
But I do have a qualm with you. I assume. I'm going to only say this because I assume, because I do not know, but I assume that you are part of the 1%. And I only say that because you are a lawyer, which I assume you make a lot of money, because I assume you're good at your job. Is that or is that not true?
I appreciate the latter. I mean, the former makes me uncomfortable to talk about, but yes, I'd like to think I'm very good at my job.
Okay, so then that's true. All right.
You're a consistent worker.
You can't talk about Teslas and all this other bullshit, Voltaire. I can get context clues. I went to high school. I might not have graduated college with some fancy degree, but I know enough. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it makes complete sense. You don't need to go to college. No, it's.
Can I ask this? Like, what? This isn't job related, but this might show how much of a 1%er you are. What's like a lavish trip you went on? Would you be okay to share that where you went? No, you don't. It's okay if you.
I mean, look. Again, you guys are making me very uncomfortable. No, I'm comfortable.
Why? You got the money to buy our silence.
Okay, I work way too much. If I had a wife and kids, I probably wouldn't be as successful as I am. Put it that way.
I can see that.
But you take some time to make trips or anything?
Not as much as I should.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's not cool. I think you should.
Dedicated.
I think you should reward yourself.
I used to go to Vegas pretty much like every 6 weeks. And
wow.
Yeah, well,
I'll tell you what I think, Voltaire. I'll tell you what I think.
It doesn't apply to Canada, CJH. Don't worry about it. Canada's not.
I think Voltaire. I think you're dedicated to your job, and you barely take time for yourself. It sounds like me in a way, but it's just in a different context. You're dedicated to your job, and you barely take time for yourself because you actually want to do what your job is and what you're supposed to do. And I can tell by talking to you that you're not the way I joke and make fun of you about it, but I feel like you do this for a reason. I feel like that. I feel like you're a lawyer for a reason. Like you want to help people. I could be totally wrong. You could be a piece of shit.
No,
I don't know.
you're reading into
That's
a
the
lot.
way I feel.
No, he makes himself available for friends just to talk. So,
Well, also this
And
is
give
like
legal advice. I'll tell you what, Voltaire, that's the best thing you could do is the people who don't have money and can't afford legal representation. You should give them it's pro bono, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to fuck call it. You should give them advice.
I don't want to speak for Voltaire, but he seems like the type of person that loves what he does so much that he's happy to give commentary on people interested. Like he seemed like, although he could be chargeless for the minute. But I do also
charge right now.
Cal, I do think we have to wrap it up.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I do have to get to bed
all
for
the
tomorrow.
time. It's nice to talk to you, though, Max. It's nice to talk to you and to talk to Voltaire. I wish Brown was here. I like Brown. But anyway, yeah, I'll leave you guys alone.
Thanks, Cal.
I'm sure I'll bother you some other time. What?
It feels like we need a whole show for you. Okay.
No.
Great.
I watch a lot of people on YouTube, Max, and every time I get a chance to talk to people, to the people that I watch, I like to embrace that and take that time because I want those people to know that how much that stuff means to me. I actually watch this stuff a lot. I watch it. It's like TV to me, and after a while, and after years, these people like you, and Voltaire, everybody else, whatever, y'all become like, I kind of know you guys. I don't know you at all.
No,
but you
we
know
get it.
what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. It's cool. So every chance when I want to share any chance I get to where I can actually talk to y'all, talk to the people who are creating that stuff, and let them know that it's actually meaningful, and I'll watch it and I'll enjoy it and I like it, and yeah, I'll make fun of you and shit. Who gives a fuck? It's all in good fun. But I just like to let people know that whenever I can get that little sliver in. That's why I fight for that inch. It's like any given Sunday, Al Pacino. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I'm leaving. Finish your show, Max.
All right. Thanks a lot,
All right,
Cal.
Cal. Have a good one.
Support. Good job, man. All right. So I think we will go. RJ was extremely quiet. That was hilarious.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. No. Good job, Cal. Give Cal a round of applause. I think because Cal is so willing to support the show, we could just drop the link in at the end. That way, if you get something weird at the end, you could just cut it off. What I'll do is if I put the link in the chat at the end, we can have like this ready just in case someone does something, or RJ and Voltaire. Well, Voltaire will be here. You have the power to remove someone if something sus happens. But honestly, I think our audience is different now than in the past. That I think we'll be okay.
You would hope so.
Yeah. So we have enough here. We could bring one on a time. We'll say we have time for one or two. We'll probably have to give a time limit though. No offense, Cal, but that was like 30 minutes. Awesome content. But we'll have to give like a time limit. One or two live callers. Is that cool, Voltaire, at the end?
I like it. We'll call it like the 2-minute hot seat or something like that, or the 5-minute hot seat or something like that. Yeah. Cal gets a special because it's Cal, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. So he's really actually helped the show. He everything we try here, he participates. We appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Let me get to the mic drop mailbag. I got to figure out when to post the community section. People aren't posting as much for the hot. Oh, there is actually 6 stuff in there. Let me see.
Most of it's from me.
That's all right. That's great. You're not going to be on every time, so that's.
I
great.
just threw it in there because I saw it was empty, so I just threw in whatever I could think of.
Yeah. I thought you didn't care about my clip outs, Cal. He said F my clip outs the other day. Okay,
no, CGH, it's okay. We're going to bed.
CGH, we got you next time.
There's a
no,
voicemail.
CGH, put 1 or 2 questions in there right now, and I'll refresh. You got to hurry up though, because we're all busy men here on the mic drop. Hot topic. What is the future of the Snyder fandom? I do not think the Snyder. I've gone on record to say there's always a possibility, but I think if there was any possibility or any way that it would trend towards happening, restoring the Snyderverse, is that his projects at Netflix had to be bangers.
Well, those
like
two
all
movies
killer, all killer, no filler. And unfortunately, at the very least, you could say Rebel Moon and Army of the Dead had a lot of filler. I mean, we still don't know the director's cut. I think they could improve, but there is no way Rebel Moon was good enough to restore the Snyderverse, because honestly, that's the best thing Zack could do after the momentum of the Snyderverse, is to have something else that's extremely positive, well-reviewed, well-received at another studio.
He needs to make another 300 movie.
Well, I'm talking about the fandom now.
Oh, the fandom?
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever going to be as strong as it once was unless Zack has a resurgence and does some really high-quality work. I guess 300's prequel series could be good. It would be awesome if the relationship was repaired enough at Warner Brothers in DC but it's really, I think it does have a lot to do. And James Gunn does work with Zack, so I don't know if they'd let him do like a comic run at least to finish it off, his story.
I still see a
or
comic book
animated
animation.
Yeah, I just think that's the only possibility right now, based on the lackluster response from Rebel Moon.
Do you think, would you be
And that's a
satisfied?
stretch. That's a
Real
stretch.
quick, would you be satisfied if he said, "Hey, I'm not going to do Justice League 2 and 3, but I'm going to do Dark Knight Returns"?
I mean, if he wants, I'd be up for that. I think he's very talented, but I think his best work is working under some other IP than creating his own. I think he stretched himself too thin creating his own. I think he is a fan, and that's why when he works under IPs, he does really good. Like Dawn of the Dead, Watchmen, everything he did for DC were some of my favorite stuff from him. And that's because he was working on some of the other IP that I believe he was a fan of. You know, I think there was something to work off of. I think he does much better there. I think if someone else created a story, wrote it, and he just directed, I think it would be better. I think he really does need a writer, for sure. But what's your thoughts, Voltaire, on that?
Yeah.
But the fandom is going to be as splintered as it is unless there's another moment like the Snyderverse.
No. He's making a 300 prequel, though, right? That's confirmed.
Will the Snyder fandom ever be united again?
No.
No,
not unless there's a really positive Snyder release. You know, I don't even think, honestly, even if they announced, RJ, even if they announced that they're officially making the Snyderverse return, I think people are so sick of this discussion, that even those people that were up for it 3 years ago are not going to be up for it. Like, I don't care anymore. So
they were hoping that this Rebel Moon thing would be a new franchise for him to carry on.
It is, but it's not.
I mean, it's kind of a new franchise, but I don't think it's as a lot of Snyder fans are divided on the quality of it, because some people.
That's what I mean. It wasn't good enough. Yeah.
Some people like it, some people don't. You know, I don't know.
If he made it, is he making a 300 prequel movie or show?
Apparently, the rumors it's a prequel show at Warner Brothers Television.
Okay, so that could be amazing. Okay, if they made it a series and he really leaned into like the mythology and like, you know, bring some Cyclops and Medusas and crap like that into it,
it's historical. It wouldn't be like that. It's historical.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of that in 300, though, right?
I guess, kinda, not really. You can go like over the top, like monsters and stuff. Though.
No, I know. Maybe they bring the monsters in.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the fandom's ever going to be as strong as it was, because honestly, that people were saying that it was junk from the industry, and people that actually were being released and it being good. I hope he gets to those heights again. That's a moment, you know. And the moment passed, and he kind of whiffed a little bit, even though it's fun.
He whiffed a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If he did something with Greek mythology, Greek gods are kind of like superheroes. I feel like he could do something with that, but it would as a series.
Let's be real.
He's doing something with the Norse god. That's what that Twilight of the Gods.
That looks cool. I still don't have high confidence in it, even though it looks cool. But honestly, even though I love the Snyder Cut, if he would have released it back, if they didn't take over his movie, it still wouldn't have been that good when he originally was going to release it. He had all those years to think about how to make it better. He had years and years
That's
and years.
interesting, Max. That's interesting.
No, I honestly think that. I still think it would have been good and better than what we got.
He didn't add that much, though.
But the level of special effects was higher than it might have been if they would have kept that release date.
The only thing he added that was new was the epilogue.
Hey, El Necron. How's it going?
The epilogue stuff was like, I think the movie, because remember, if they would have just left him alone, you would have gotten a 2 hour, 20-minute version or something. I forget what it was called, but like it would have been a truncated version of the 4-hour version that we got, right?
Yes, yeah. Here's the thing:
4-hour version later.
I think with these Rebel Moon, and I don't think it would have been good. I think what these Rebel Moon movies are showing us is that he can't have final cut. He can't just do whatever he wants.
Well, that's why I want to see the director's cuts, though. I want to see what that looks like, where it's just like it's not restricted to 2 hours. It's not restricted by, a PG-13 rating.
God, could they make those movies better with that? Jeez, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they worked for for Snyder Cut, obviously.
All right. Well, we want to get through more of these questions here. Good question, Anthony Cheeseman. Do you think Andy Muschietti is the right choice to make Batman Brave and the Bold? No, I do not. I like Andy Muschietti. Based on what I saw with the Flash, I don't even before it was the ending was changed. The decisions for the costumes for Batman and the Flash, the whole the decision for the visual effects and the Speed Force were horrible. Even the talent involved that was former DC, Nicolas Cage does not like what they did with his version of Superman. There were some bad decisions made in that movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, that movie had like a really.
So I don't think so.
That movie's production was hell. That movie.
Even though I think he's a great guy, he looks like a really fun guy. I love that moment when he hired Supergirl and they released that on Twitter and she was so excited. But no, Muschietti. I don't want him to lose a job, but honestly, he's still going to get jobs in Hollywood because of the It franchise and Welcome to Derry. And he's got other opportunities.
Yeah,
I say 50-50 on him. I think
the Batman stuff in that movie was some of the best stuff in the whole movie, though.
The Batman scenes were killer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, the Batman stuff was the best stuff in the Flash.
But even the suit
the Arctic base action sequence.
Batman's suit Batfleck's suit looked more ridiculous than ever.
Well, do you know why?
No.
You know why his suit looked that way?
No.
It's because Ben Affleck, he wanted to come back, but he didn't work out the same level he did where he worked out when he was working on Zack's movies. So that suit had
there's
a lot
things
of
you could do.
Designed that way for a reason.
There's lots of things you could do. It looked bad.
I'm not saying it looked good. I'm just saying that
the Batman scenes were cool, but not. I wouldn't. I kind of disagree with you, El Necron. And hey, I'd love to have you on the mic drop as well, El Necron. I did not. Michael Keaton was the best.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about all the Batman stuff in that movie was pretty good, action.
Yeah, I liked the scene with him and Ezra.
I will say though, the one person I've said forever, I think they should talk to this person to direct that Batman movie. I really think they need to talk to Sam Raimi. I think Sam Raimi, he said he's wanted to do a Batman movie.
Oh, he has? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's probably said he wants to do Batman. That's a dream job for him to do a Batman movie. I think Sam Raimi doing Batman Brave and the Bold.
Well, this is a two-man show. We got to get Voltaire's response on Muschietti. Do you think Andy Muschietti is right for the job?
Well, here I'm just to parrot some people. The Flash was one of the best superhero movies made in the last 20 years.
James Gunn is on the panel. Okay.
No.
Tom Cruise.
There's good and bad. You're right. I agree with you. Everybody some of those bad scenes, the bad CGI, and how they said, well, that was his choice. He wanted. That was a bad choice. But I don't know if the Batman stuff he did was good or if Michael Keaton was just really good. because that stuff was good, and the Supergirl stuff was good too. So you have to give him credit for that. But I love the idea of Raimi doing it. I think that's.
I mean,
terrific.
I'd watch. I kind of want to watch Flash again. I do, but it's not. Like,
I mean, Andy
don't not because
Muschietti's
it's
not a
great.
bad director. I think
No.
he clearly loves the property. I think the issue with Flash, that Flash's production was just hell. That movie was like hell to make.
I would have liked a better
Ezra
villain.
was a problem.
I think a better villain, a better ending would have solved a lot of those problems. But even the Speed Force stuff was just awful. And I know that might have been budgetary reasons. A choice.
Well, it was just budgetary. I mean, they were reshooting that movie,
but
and like,
I don't care what that looks awful. And when the hyperbolic thing, they said this is PS2 graphics. PS2 graphics look better than what we got there.
I mean, again, yeah, I can't. Yeah, the Speed Force
And the
stuff
Christopher
wasn't
Reeve
great.
stuff was cringe, man. That just I hated that.
No, I think Descendants of Christopher Reeves and Nicolas Cage were not happy, and that's not a good thing. You should kind of, if you can, you should try to keep.
They were trying to do a
Warner Brothers does not have the relationship with their former talent like Marvel does. Like you would want the people
well, that's the thing. I
families that are still members that still carry on the legacy of these actors to be included on how it looks and everything. And I don't think they did that.
Well, I wouldn't have done a CGI Speed Force with all those actors showing up as like CGI characters. I would have just had it be stock footage of like older movies, like repurposed stock footage. The Nicolas Cage thing should have just been a film scene with Nicolas Cage with some CGI, obviously for the visual effects. But like,
yeah, they
should have been mostly.
They
stock
can't make
footage.
him change. Yeah, a lot of Snyder fans actually like The Flash.
I mean, it's not a horrible movie. It's got some.
No,
good
it's
stuff.
not like
I mean, the Michael Keaton stuff was
some
terrific.
stuff.
I would watch a Michael Keaton Batman movie based on what he did in that movie.
Hot topic. Should we be more respectful to Sydney's? What do you mean? Like, should we respect her acting?
People give her a lot of accolades.
Yeah, so I typed this in last minute because there was just nothing in there, so I just want to throw something in there. I saw some people were commenting about, that whether or not she should be as sexualized as she is, because it's clearly
she's going with it.
Well, that's what people say, but some people say that she's not comfortable with it. So should we be
who says that?
I think comments made in an interview or something. I don't know. I
would like the proof in the clip of that. I guess it's possible, but I doubt it. Based on all her photo shoots, and she was on a lot of photo shoots, grabbing her own breasts. I mean,
yeah, and you know what? This is the thing. No, these actresses don't want to be sexualized, but they'll trade on it. Look at Margot Robbie. What was the first movie we remember seeing her in? Wolf of Wall Street.
I didn't see that thing, by the way. She's
nude in the movie, and she's sexualized like crazy. And then the first Harley Quinn was super sexual, and then she doesn't like it. Sadly, that's some of these actresses, they got to do that sometimes to get noticed at the beginning.
Men are sexualized too. Remember Chris Hemsworth didn't get Thor without having his shirt off.
Yeah, there you go.
For an MCU, he had to be beefcake at the beginning. He was not.
By the way,
Thor.
you skipped my other one.
I'm going around so I don't just do all of yours in a row.
Oh, okay.
Don't you understand by now? Wow.
No, I don't. I would just go in order.
How
my brain works.
Do you think they just canceled the Blade movie at this point? No. I want a Blade movie. I think they should maybe replace Mahershala Ali if another thing falls through.
Jeez.
I'm telling you this. If he's not Blade, the movie gets canceled.
I said 2. CJH. I need sleep. Oh, you became a member again. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. If Mahershala Ali leaves that project, that movie's getting canceled. He's the one who pitched it. He's the reason that they even are making it. If he walks away, the movie's getting canned.
Well, what if they did Old Man Wesley Snipes as Old Man?
You don't think they would continue because they want it for the Midnight
Suns?
Suns now?
Sorry, what was that?
You don't think they would continue even without Mahershala Ali because of the talk about the Midnight Suns project?
No, I think they'd scrap that too.
What if they just if Mahershala Ali left, they just get a Blade for Midnight Suns and have that be the first time you see him again? I might just consider that.
No, I think you do. Either you do this Blade movie or you just don't do those projects.
I don't think so. I disagree with you. respectfully, RJ. I think Midnight Suns is a priority
Listen,
project.
I want there to be a Midnight Suns.
I mean, could you do Midnight Suns without Blade? Yes,
You
but
could. It wouldn't be as cool though.
maybe they do it and then they have Blade come in from Midnight Suns 2 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I think this Blade movie will get made. It's just I think it's getting pushed to next year.
Mm-hmm.
Or not next year. I'm sorry.
Right. So we have to go through these pretty quick because it's almost 3. CGH, thoughts on hearing the rumor of all the classic Fantastic Four villains in the first act of Fantastic Four? It might be an action montage showing the Fantastic Four fighting all their villains through the years. You mean in the new reboot movie?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
The idea is that the opening of the movie shows their career before they have their kids.
Love it.
Have their kids. So you'd see them fight the Mole Man in the opening of the movie.
I don't know if I like that.
Fight another like it'd be like a montage showing their career.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that. I kind of want the Fantastic Four and then a long history of movies and Avengers movies where they're in it fighting these instead of seeing a montage.
Do you really want to see a Fantastic Four movie where they fight the Mole Man for the entire movie?
Maybe.
No, you wouldn't.
I mean, I think I'd want another villain in the same movie, at least 2.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're going to go to the lesser known villains, like Mole Man, or like I don't know what else there
are. Anthony Cheeseman, do you think JJ should give back the $500 million to WB since he scammed them? Yeah, I think I if there was an opportunity to sue JJ, I would because he has accomplished jack shit for Warner Brothers with that nothing worth $500 million. And honestly, that caused a lot of that contract.
Apparently that Superman movie he's working on, it's still in the background.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious. Apparently it's still floating around.
Why would they do that now that James Gunn's making Superman?
I'm not saying. I don't know.
Voltaire, do you think they're still going to do that?
There's still TV shows too that came out as part of that deal though.
Bad Robot is a money laundering scam.
Money laundering?
Yes.
I think Bad Robot's going over to Paramount, or is it Paramount?
I will be real.
Somewhere else,
I do think J.J. Abrams is the reason that besides woke, everyone says woke. I think he is his template is the reason why the Hollywood, besides management issues and big company issues, I think he is the reason that Hollywood is suffering with such bad quality right now, is because everyone's following the JJ template. Everyone has to have a production company. They have to all be writers and directors to make more money, and they have to bring on their own people. Where I would prefer if they got writers that just wrote and directors that just directed, but everyone has to have a production deal. You don't just hire someone for a movie anymore for these bigwigs. Do you agree? Do you see what I'm saying, Voltaire and RJ?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to be a writer, director, a whole production crew, all their own people, and not everyone's capable of doing that.
I don't know how many directors who do that outside of JJ.
What are you talking about? Ryan Johnson does that?
Ryan Johnson. I mean, you have writer-director combos, but JJ's unique in that he has his own production company that does all his work for him.
Margot Robbie's done that too, but she's done it in a good way.
But she's a producer. She's not a director, and she doesn't have her own production company, as far as I'm aware.
Well, that's what also The Rock was trying to do.
The Rock has, but we're talking about actor producers and their production companies that they have ownership of.
I don't know.
I mean, the only people I can think of is like,
I think JJ's impact is you start something, you move on, you make the most money with no plan to end it. You keep starting, and that's the biggest problem with the industry. They never finish anything.
Yeah, JJ doesn't know how to end stories.
Well, he doesn't want. I don't think he ever intends to. Like that's why.
Well, that's why
I speculate. That's why I speculated that he was going to take over for Kathy. There's a video of mine, Kathy stepping down, JJ stepping up. I do think before he signed the Warner Brothers contract that he was strongly considering him taking over Lucasfilm, and he went with Warner Brothers instead because he's and that I think that. Why else would he come back to Star Wars when he wasn't going to?
They gave him a dump trunk full of money.
Yeah, but I think Iger would have liked it. I don't know. Do you? That's hardcore speculation. But Voltaire, do you see a world where Iger wanted him to take over for Kathy after The Last Jedi, and they may.
I
have
heard
wanted
that
to-
rumor.
Yeah,
I heard that rumor before.
I don't
you think it's plausible
Yeah.
that they would? I mean, he's not just a director; he brings a whole.
I don't think that name carries the same weight it used to.
No, but back then, when that was
So
happening,
back then,
before, I honestly,
wasn't he still
really
working on
tarnished
Star
with the
Trek
Warner
at that
Brothers.
point? Though, wasn't he still doing Star Trek at that point?
No, after the second Star Trek, he went to make Force Awakens.
So he was completely off of it.
Yeah.
I think we would have been better off if it had happened. Truthfully,
Honestly, now that I look at the situation with Warner Brothers, I think JJ's just as bad as Kathy.
I mean, they both had a role to play.
See, I'm serious. Like, I used to think it would have been a good thing. No, I don't think so. Hot topic is the Acolyte promoting Satanism and witchcraft. I think if you have a problem with that now,
by the way,
how could you even like this? How can you even like the Sith and
This was
the
a joke
Emperor?
to a question.
I know.
No, I know. We appreciate the filler.
Yeah,
But honestly, though, if you really have an issue with this, how are you okay with the dark, Sith in general, even the prequels?
well, I know there was talk
and
about how
Anakin. I mean, Anakin literally slaughtered a bunch of younglings, and
Well, Anakin was also he was imitating the birth
Listen, Star Wars fans, if you now have a problem with the Acolyte, but you didn't have a problem with Anakin slaughtering younglings, you're full of shit.
Well, I think it's more so because the ritual in episode 3, they're saying that it was very satanic with a bunch of women making O faces and moving very seductively and all that.
Listen. Let me ask you guys a question here quickly. I called it when we first saw before the show started. We saw the reveal of the bad guy with the zipper mouth, and I showed you the
Milo
picture.
Ren, yeah.
And I showed you the picture of the gimp from Pulp Fiction. Remember, Max? And I made you put it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, I remember that.
You made me show a gimp. Yes.
So, do you guys think that's an accident? Am I the only one who sees that? You don't think Leslie Headland?
Oh, it's putting
the
like
gimps?
sexual innuendos with the show.
Correct. Like a gimp mask is not just from Pulp Fiction; it's a sex thing. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's a sexual deviancy thing. Yeah.
Well, or if you want to call it deviancy,
kink.
whatever.
Or kink. Yeah.
So is that an
No,
accident?
I do not think to answer you, Voltaire. No, I don't think Leslie Headland purposely.
Well, what about the ritual?
purposely designed the character to look like a gimp?
What about the ritual?
I do think so.
Well, hold on. If we're gonna jump down the rabbit hole, what about the ritual in episode 3? You don't think it gave off very sexual energy a little bit?
That was okay. So look, I was okay. When we went through that episode with Rhea, I was thinking about this, but I didn't say it. But there is this Wiccan. There are some Wiccan covenant witches, female witches, who dream of a maleless society. You know what I mean? And using incantations and stuff.
If people have problems with this, why are they okay with Wonder Woman and Themyscira and stuff?
Well, there's no rituals where I think
there are.
There's no rituals where they're taking like young children, right, and being like, "Oh, we give
creating
Jade has not watched a minute of the Acolyte, and she's like, lesbian witches and Sith gimps. What am I missing?
Exactly like it sounds.
You should work on the promotion, Voltaire.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you want to jump down the conspiracy theory, people were uncomfortable, like, why is this ritual involving these 2 little girls? Or it's like this very sexual ritual and everything.
Yeah. I mean, but how can you cannot tell me when they're pitching designs for the Sith Lord, okay, which I'm still standing by as a lady once it's all said and done, that they didn't see that mask and they saw the zipper on it and they didn't know that would be compared to a gimp mask. Nothing is by accident when they're putting these things together. Like, that's too much. This is not a little subtle thing. There's just no. I don't believe that they didn't know what they were doing.
So, do you think the show is promoting sexual kinks?
I don't know. Is that what their intention is? Normalize kink?
It could be kink coded. I don't know. Just like
do you think Star Wars? Do you think the Acolyte's promoting Satanism, Voltaire?
No, I don't know about Satanism. I just think it's trying to be subversive in a way.
I don't know if the
I don't
people that
think
are
it
saying
is.
it's
I don't
satanic
think it
now
is,
had. I
personally.
don't see how they had issues. Didn't have
Yeah.
issues with the Sith in general.
I don't
especially
think
with the prequels.
Yeah, I don't think the show is promoting Satanism. I just think it's a very interesting conspiracy.
No, not
theory
Satanism.
stuff.
But listen. George Lucas was undermining religion anyway by making Anakin born the way he was. Like when I first saw that as a young person, I thought, "Oh wow, people are going to get mad about this," but nobody really did. I thought like the right, the religious right would get very upset about the fact that George Lucas introduced a miracle child like that, imitating Mary,
like a Christ-like figure.
Yeah, right. Like that, spot on. But nobody cared. So yeah, they've been doing this kind of thing. But the GIMP mask, it's just not an accident. I'm sorry, it can't be. It's a zipper mouth. I mean, come on.
Maybe it was someone in the design of the product.
I can't believe I'm trying to get to sleep and get through the mailbag, and Voltaire is derailing us with GIMP, Darth GIMP.
I wanted your opinions if you thought it was an accident. It's a coincidence.
I mean, I could see a similarity, but I don't think it was designed for that purpose, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it was just designed to look menacing.
So you're saying in the pitch room, in the writer's room, when they were pitching different mock-ups of what the Sith mask, you don't think somebody stood up and said, "You guys, that kind of looks like a GIMP mask"?
By the way, guys, I'm not saying it's actually satanic.
I'm sure someone could have said that.
Like I said, I'm just asking because I know it's a popular conspiracy theory. That's all.
You know what? I've changed my mind. I think Kathy made them put Darth GIMP in there. Yes.
Okay. Anthony, is it really a reach? Okay, maybe. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe it's just a coincidence, and they weren't even thinking that looks like a zipper mouth from a GIMP, which is associated with a GIMP mask. But whatever.
Do we have any other questions?
I'm not saying you're ridiculous for saying it. I could see the similarities, but I don't think it was.
Max, do we have any other questions so we don't talk about sex GIMPs for like 8 hours?
Well, we were only going to go 10 more minutes, so
this is the mic drop, everybody.
I was not expected to go 3 hours tonight.
Okay, let's go to CJH's questions.
Yeah.
We'll save mine for last.
Do you think Dr. Doom will wipe out the Council of Kings?
God, I hope not. Don't do King like that. That's stupid.
I'm ready for King to come back. I'm ready for
just end the King story.
It's not Jonathan Majors. I don't want him back.
I'm just saying I don't want them to.
Jonathan Majors got an award.
I want them to end the King storyline in a natural way and not do something stupid like that.
I agree. I want to see Dr. Doom. I don't want them to just immediately.
I don't want Dr. Doom to be a last-minute replacement villain that gets used and thrown away that quickly. Okay,
I don't know. It would be a good way to introduce Dr. Doom if he comes in and wipes out Kang.
And I like how CJH listened. 2 comments CJH just said, I have to get to bed. Do you think Batman should be the orange, the Batman Brave and the Bold, James Gunn Batman?
No.
The Batman. No, like the younger. Matt Reeves is not going to work. Well, okay, I will say this. I shouldn't do that. It's possible that they would do that. But this is the same thing that they tried to do with Christopher Nolan. He said no. Everyone gets the hold of the Batman franchise, wants to make a name for themselves directing the Batman. They directed a great Batman.
He already has a story.
It's very hard to work with the other superheroes because Batman's more grounded, and they don't want to play. And some of the actors.
Again, like the actors already signed on for just a trilogy, right? They already have a plan for what it is. It's already a ground take.
Probably does not want to do it.
Well, because it's a lot of commitment. You got to do a ton of movies. It's gonna be the next.
It dilutes his performance by spreading it over so many movies, where he could have a movie featured on him. It's the Batman problem.
They don't.
Marvel does not have this problem of a character that's so grounded that it's more difficult to work.
Yeah,
with.
it's just they've already committed.
There's 2 Batman.
They've already committed to what they're doing. Yeah. So
they have 2 Batman in the DCU. One that works with the Justice League, and one that's his own thing in his own comics. And the Batman.
No way, you'll never see that.
So.
Yeah, I'm just saying they've already committed to what they're doing. It's going to be 2 separate Batman. They're not going to try and make Robert Pattinson a prequel to this Batman. No, they're not doing that.
And they're probably going to wait till Matt Reeves is done.
James Gunn is counting the days for Matt Reeves
side by side.
I don't think so. I've
No
never
way,
done
RJ.
it before. It's possible, RJ, but I just don't think so.
I don't think James Gunn wants his
I think
Batman
they're gonna
to
wait
be
till I think they're
compared.
gonna wait till after Batman Part 2. But
I mean, they don't even have to delay it because Matt Reeves takes for goddamn ever to make it.
Well, it's got a release date. It's coming out 2026.
No, do you really think that's going to stick?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Just cancel it.
RJ says, what franchise is in a better place right now, Star Wars or DC? Definitely DC. The projects coming out feel fresh, whereas I wanted to see Black Adam and The Flash. I do want to see them. I wanted to see Aquaman 2. This stuff just feels fresh. It doesn't have, even though I didn't want him to ditch the old stuff, the old actors, so many things have happened. You know, you've had things happen with Ezra, even Ben Affleck. He might not even be I don't want to put any demons on him either, but he's also going through a breakup right now. He doesn't need to be. No, I'm sorry. That's
he is going through a divorce.
No, that's a factor, Voltaire. I don't want him to deal with this BS again that's given him heartache in the past. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's just not good for anyone to come back right now. Henry Cavill is really doing good without it right now. Gal Gadot.
I don't even know what Gal's doing.
Gal's doing like Netflix movies that aren't like landing really well.
She's gonna be in that Snow White movie.
And I'm sorry,
oh yeah, she is. She's gonna be the evil queen in that Snow White movie. I forgot.
Yeah, the Israel-Palestine conflict does impact her unfairly or fairly, whatever you want to say. It does impact her next job, like on a big block. It could. Her working for, you know. So I don't think they should think about that. I'm just saying I think it's possible that. But honestly, who really? I mean,
well,
there's very
few
people that think Gal's coming back.
Yeah,
there's just too much now.
Yeah, I'm saying overall though, like what franchise is in like a better place?
Oh no, definitely DC. Star Wars, Marvel, and DC are in a better position than Star Wars right now. Even though Zack Snyder, or even though Star Wars can still make money, it still could produce movies. Oh, Voltaire left. Oh wow.
I'll come back.
Okay, even though Star Wars could still make money, Marvel and DC seem to have been taking some constructive criticism and are adapting and trying to bring up the quality again. Whereas Kathy seems adamant not to just do her thing. Like Marvel's addressed that this quality is not as what it once was, and that they said there's going to be less projects. Star Wars hasn't had any comment whatsoever.
Basically, you're saying Marvel's trying to fix itself. Star Wars
so is DC.
Doesn't want to fix.
They won't even acknowledge it.
They won't acknowledge that there's a problem.
I mean, it's not done. It's not dead. It's not a dumpster fire, but they won't even acknowledge that they have some issues. I mean, when she goes on an interview and she says that everything is still happening. It's just that people are too busy to make Star Wars. As we all do, Jade, as we all do.
So you're more optimistic about where DC's going right now.
I mean, I still think there's great Star Wars. And thank you, Pal Voltaire. I'm not sure if you're coming back or not. I apologize. It went long. He may have to dip. Okay, so let's finish this out here.
I think that was it.
There's just one more question.
Oh, okay. I thought we were done.
Hot topic. He's copying you. What do you think happens to the MCU after Secret Wars? Will it be rebooted with younger cast? Still part of the story, but almost universe reset. Maybe the multiverse incursion will reset the universe. They're going
to do a reboot.
I still think it's going forward after Secret Wars before like a full reboot.
Well, it's going to be they're going to use Secret Wars as a way to soft reboot the universe to explain why the X-Men exist now. And like that way they can use a soft reboot to be like, hey, if we want to like recast.
I do think the MCU will be different than the DC, what James Gunn's doing, because it's still going to acknowledge what happened in some ways. Like it's just not going to be just like completely, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it'll acknowledge the past for sure. I think the idea is that once you get the Secret Wars, it'll be like a soft reboot, and that's how you get X-Men in there, and it'll naturally, it'll change the continuity to where they've been around for a while or whatever.
Star Wars is in denial. All right, so I guess we'll end it for our pal Voltaire. I feel bad because
Should we wait and see if he comes back?
I don't know because I got to get to bed. And Voltaire does a great outro, but
yeah, we gotta wait for him to do the outro at least.
I don't know if he's coming back. I guess I can message him.
Give it like 5 minutes.
Let me. You talk, RJ. I'm gonna message him real quick.
Okay.
You don't even have anything to say.
No, I got something to say. Yeah, Andor season 2 comes out next year, I think. Like fall of next year or something, or summer. I forget when. Let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure it's next year though. Andor season 2 release date. First quarter of 2025. So sometime in early 2025. Probably around, I'd say like February to April. Maybe even for May the 4th. I can see that.
I messaged him. I don't know if electricity went out or what. I don't know. Hope he's all right. Thank you, Voltaire. We had a fire show tonight.
Electricity went?
I mean, he was probably on his phone, but we had 67 viewing on X, 21 on YouTube. Thank you for all the support. I think we're going to wrap it up here. It is 3:04 for me, and I have to work in the morning, and I have some more stuff to do to get ready for my trip.
Well, do the Voltaire voice.
I will let you do it.
No, you do it.
I'm not having get mad at me. You do it.
You do it.
You
can do it. Come on.
Have a good one, everyone.
Good night.
See you next time.
Yeah, good night and good luck.
That is not. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Voltaire. Do that again.
I said good night and good luck, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.